I was twerking. It was a wild time, but you didn't see any of it, unfortunately.
Dude, you are incredible.
I know. I'm very good at twerking, but no one saw. Just so upsetting, I know. Maybe next year, maybe next JUNOs.
Okay, things to look forward to when you host the Apple TV, or the JUNO TV, Apple Music Lounge. I pulled a Sam
Apple TV is a different product.
I know. Maybe next year when you host
We're
it,
not sponsored by Apple TV.
Apple Music.
So
JUNO
we are
TV.
JUNO TV, Apple Music, Backstage Lounge. Hell of a time. So thank you to our sponsor, Apple Music. A reminder to check out the Negative Space playlist on Apple Music. My personal favorite Apple Music playlist. All the hits if you're exclusively into bands.
We'll talk about that in a little bit. We're actually going to throw to Lana. She's backstage right now. It's Lana Gay.
Oh.
Sorry, they're talking to me in my ear.
I don't think Lana knows.
Okay. My hair.
Oh,
all right, well,
okay. So that's Lana doesn't know that she's being filmed.
She didn't know she was live.
You should have mentioned that actually. So we have a camera on Lana Gay, our incredible co-host, but she doesn't know that she's a co-host. So it's a little bit of
she's here for fun, but then we're just gonna throw her on there.
We're just filming
randomly.
her spookily.
Yeah, right.
So if you're a fan of sort of Dogma 95 type, just sort of verite filmmaking. We've got that going on down in the basement. Classic French experimental cinema. As Lana just sort of.
He likes it. He appreciates this so much.
Yes. Okay.
Thanks for watching at JUNOTV.ca. We're streaming live at Facebook.com/the JUNO Award. Sam, you were on the red carpet. You were on fire.
Oh, thank you so much.
How was that experience?
Well, I never quite caught fire, but I was very hot and quite sweaty.
You didn't look sweaty. You looked really good.
Thank you so much. So I was just down on the red carpet. A bunch of those videos are going to be up on various JUNO platforms, but obviously JUNOTV.ca, where we're coming to you from right now. But we got all the hits. I talked to B&L. I talked to the Bare Naked Ladies. I talked to Ed Robertson and his band.
You were dropping F-bombs with B&L, which I think that's the time to do it. I didn't want to, point that out again, but I think I have to because you're passionate and you're excited, and this is an amazing thing.
It's also, I love swearing. I think swearing is very cool. But it is a filler word. I mean, you lean on swear words when you can't think of something else and you're just trying to fill space. So
I'm surprised we haven't been swearing this entire time.
Well, it's funny. I don't think we swore at all yesterday. And then 2 hours on the red carpet, I didn't swear. Bare Naked Ladies were the last artist that I talked to. And it just I couldn't think of another word. And so, look, I'm glad I did it, because I think it let people know that I'm quite edgy.
Do you think they're going to come back here to the JUNO TV?
I think anything could happen here.
Yeah.
So So you've introduced me. You are Casey Jo Loos.
I am.
Host of various. Do you have a show or
just?
Okay.
I do an afternoon radio show at 102.7 The Peak here in Vancouver.
Does it have a name like The Drive?
It's the James and Casey Jo Show.
Okay.
But to be honest, you've been such a treat to work with. No disrespect to you, James Sutton. I love you so much, but Sam Sutherland. If you ever feel like moving to Vancouver, I say the West Coast is the best coast. You said West Coast is a very good coast.
A very good coast. That's a compliment.
Yeah, they host it every day, 2 to 6.
Awesome.
And doing radio is a lot different than doing TV, though. But I do have a few experiences doing TV, and I've gotten fired from every one of them. So I can't believe they asked me to be here today.
This is a fresh start for you.
Yeah.
So are you saying that I could potentially replace your co-host, James?
I thought you guys could work together. It could be like the James and Sam show.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
So it's not it's not truly
It'd be really
threatening.
hilarious. He might swing by here. We might have a chance.
Let's get him in here.
Yeah, James Sutton, if you're watching, get over here.
Come by. We're right next to all the VIP suites, so the smell of money is in the air.
Hey, let's talk about the awards that have just been given out here, because we're watching along with you. You can toggle through the different
get your
choices.
Toggle on.
Get
your
the toggles on.
Fingers happening.
And so, let's see. What did we see?
Well, we saw R&B Recording of the Year was handed out by, I believe, Andrea Bang is going to be joining us soon. Star of
from
Kim's
Burnaby,
and
right here.
Star of Burnaby and star of Kim's Convenience.
And that was given out to Daniel Caesar.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Freudian's such an incredible record. So
it's a fantastic record, and hopefully we get a chance to talk to him. One of the greatest things about that record is that it's totally independent.
Yeah. What did you say? It was DIY or die, which I love.
That's like an era of music that I came up with, and slowly those that sort of independent spirit has sort of decayed as everyone I know gets increasingly corporate jobs, and we all become slaves to the almighty dollar.
Yeah, it's unavoidable.
Daniel Caesar's still young and idealistic, so God bless him, keeping it real, keeping it punk. Daniel Caesar. Really hoping that we can talk to him. We talked to the engineer for Freudian, Riley Bell, last night.
Yeah, he's awesome.
And you know, one of the things that we talked to him about, and I think is so exciting about that record as well, is like it's a real team effort, right? The aesthetics of it, the sound of it, you know, it's all centered around Daniel and his songwriting and his voice, but it's a team, and that entire team got nominated. Like every single person, they got nominated for like every facet of that album. So couldn't be happier for him that he won. Oh, Jasmine Burke's here.
Yeah, we've got a guest. Jasmine Burke's from Weaves.
Yeah.
Welcome to
Hello.
the JUNO TV Apple
How's it
Music
going?
Lounge.
Good to see you.
Where do I go?
Welcome. How
Go
about over
over
here?
there.
Would you like this microphone? Look at this.
I
is,
mean,
like,
sure,
so
why
perfect
not?
and color coordinated for you.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
it's very spring in here.
Yo, those
You
are
are
sick.
looking so cool.
Oh, wait. Here we are.
Yeah.
Is that
Nice.
Apple ad as well?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sick.
Your shoes are brought to everyone by Apple
Ding,
today.
ding, 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 ding.
So you just presented
Yes.
with the Honorable Melanie Jolie. Mm-hmm. How did it go for you?
It was fun. I was a little nervous, but then adrenaline just takes over and you're like, this is what we got to do.
Did you think that you just like blacked out the entire time?
A little bit. And then there was tape on the envelope in rehearsal. There wasn't tape, and I was like, oh gosh, what if I can't open it?
Now, we saw one of the envelopes yesterday. The Beaches came back and accidentally left their envelope. And I was a little critical because, as we know, other high-profile award shows in lesser countries
Yes.
have had issues with some confusion around balloting.
Yes.
Lesser countries.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lesser.
And so I opened up clearly they had been handed this envelope to take as a sort of keepsake.
Yes.
And it just said The Beaches. So did your envelope say, like, just a name, or was it also a category? Like,
No,
what-
it's just a name.
So they're, like, I feel like they're playing with fire. Do you? Okay, no, maybe you don't. But, like, what if you got handed the wrong envelope for the wrong category? I'm
It
just
would
saying.
be scary, but then maybe the thing is you'd probably, again, get asked to come back next year to,
Right. Did you think about goofing it just to sort
my
of create
gosh.
a memorable moment?
I don't need more haters.
More haters?
Well, you know, trolls or whatever. They'd be like, who's this girl? Blah, blah, blah. I don't need that.
Do you have a lot of, like, troll haters?
I don't know, a few.
Okay, well, what kind of things and how do you deal with it? This
Oh,
is for
it's-
anyone watching that's ever dealt with like bullies.
You know, they're just a little, I don't even want to say the things they say, but,
No, don't say the things, but
you know, you
How
just,
do
you can't pay attention to that stuff. If you're a performer, you're used to, people will be in front of you and be like, I loved your first album, don't love the second one. Like, they're very real with you, and you're
everybody
like,
has an
"Thank
opinion
you."
and they have to share
Yes.
it to you.
Yeah.
Isn't that the stereotype specifically about, like, German press, right? Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I know. I've got some. We like slammed food, and I'm just.
What did you
discovering-
eat?
I had a poke bowl.
Are you into them?
Yeah, I love it because I love any food trend. Like when it's like, oh, now there's so much poke in Toronto. I'm like, I love poke.
You're on.
In
you're
a
on
year,
it.
I can't wait to be super into Toyotas. You know, like it's.
Or eating like placenta.
Yeah, I'm very into that as well.
I mean, they say it's good for you.
This is good. So maybe I don't know that. Like I was surprised that poke.
They do. It's a talk.
No.
In smoothies. I don't. It's
Yeah.
a thing.
They say
Bloggers
after
are
you have a
doing it
kid,
now.
you're supposed to eat the placenta.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a superfood.
So I mean, I was kind of surprised that they had poke bowls at, like at a sports arena. Like it just seemed like an involved sort of
Yes.
healthy food to have.
True.
But maybe next year or the next time the Junos come back, because it's been sort of 9 years. Maybe they'll have like pulled pork sandwiches, poke bowls, and placenta.
I hope so. I really hope so.
Before you went on stage, were you watching Arcade Fire? Did
Yes.
you catch a performance? What did you think?
I could hear it sort of, they're the best, you know? I love them. I feel like they light up a room. It's a great way to start a show. I was like, everything now.
It's a huge jam.
I know.
Like that song makes me feel like alive in the 70s or
I
something.
know.
It's
and it's
a
in
whole
your
thing.
head. We saw it, yesterday at rehearsals, heard a little bit. And for the next 24 hours, I was just like, everything now.
What else have you been doing here with your Juno experience? What are some highlights for you?
We played at Fortune Sound Club on Friday night. That was amazing. We also did a CBC panel with women in music. That was particularly special, yeah.
What were some takeaways for you?
Well, Tamara performed from the weather station. Jess is like a country music star. She was really good. I just, it's interesting, and Ria May, because you kind of, in different genres, you don't really meet each other on the road or at any event. So it's kind of cool to be here and just, I don't know, soak up each other's energy. And it was really special. Yeah.
Jasmine, thanks so much for coming by
you for
after your
having
big
me.
moment with the Honorable Melanie Jolie.
Yes.
It's an exciting one.
She's a star.
Yeah, we'll let you get back and watch the rest of these performances.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Thank you.
So, the great thing is the way we're in an incredibly tight room. The shoes are a
So
hit.
cool.
Thanks. it's a tight squeeze in here.
There was something in my ear, but I didn't catch what it was. So sorry. There's a tight squeeze.
Right, there's a tight squeeze. So all I was saying is just I'm realizing now that every time, like it's always a little bit of inelegance every time someone comes in and out of here.
And we should mention that yesterday this was at a different place. We were at the Vancouver
Yes,
Convention
that's right.
Center, and the crew had to tear it down last night as soon as we wrapped, and then move it here to Rogers Arena. So it's a little bit different of a setup today.
We're in twice as small of a room, and
very
once we
cozy.
gave credit to the crew last time. They've been amazing. Of course, when I was on the red carpet, I kept constantly complaining because I'm a huge jerk. But I would like to know,
Diva.
look everyone in the
Diva
eyes, because I was saying
forever.
through the camera and say, it's been a blast. Thank you, and I hope I wasn't a
SW
jerk.
Event Technology,
Yeah.
total pros.
Hire them for your next event. Also, you should hire Apple Music,
Right.
sponsor of the JUNO TV Apple Music.
Did you make any animojis when you're on the red carpet?
I didn't know. It
I
was
know,
like-
you
it
probably
was
had no time.
a little too fast.
Yeah.
Like, it's a little chaotic. And then we also want to make sure that we thank CreativeBC, sponsor of all of these live streams.
Province of British Columbia as well for all the funding, supporting this, and everything that happens in terms of artistic and creative expression in British Columbia.
Hell yes.
And of course,
Simons!
Simons!
Yo, how sick is all Simons? You know
we
who else
kind
is
of
wearing?
matched too. Was this a coincidence?
This looks pretty good.
No.
And you know, I had some concern about this jacket,
Yeah.
but I think the jacket, like,
Did you get yours tailored? Because
I did.
mine was a little bit long, and I was truly impressed by Simons that they took it in and they left the buttons there. Incredible service.
Yeah.
Because normally things don't always fit
Things
my
don't always
body
fit.
perfectly, and so really appreciated that about them.
You know who else got outfitted with some Simons?
Lana
Is
Gay.
our co-host Lana, who's not backstage, but who was earlier when we cut to her in a highly spooky way. So right now we have a camera by the Talent Tunnel, which is where all of the coolest and hottest stars are lining up to go and be talented. And so we're going to go down into the bowels of the Rogers Center and take a look right now.
And Lights is performing right now, so it'll be really interesting to see what's going on back
what's up
there.
in that Talent Tunnel?
Can we off it? Let's see if
Okay,
Talent
we're going to
Tunnel.
go to Lana.
No, we're not going to Lana. We're going to like a
ladies,
place where Lana
what's your name?
was.
Okay.
Sophia. Sophia.
Amanda. Sierra.
Sierra. We got everybody. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Katrina.
Hi, Katrina. Hi, everybody. Okay, so how long has it taken to get organized for this performance?
2 days. 2 days rehearsal.
2 days. So this is the reality of live television. So you had 2 days performing, and did you guys all meet Daniel, obviously?
Yes. Yeah.
Love Daniel.
I like how everyone, you're such a choir because you're responding in unison as well.
Harmony.
Do you perform together as a choral group elsewhere together?
No, we didn't know nobody knew each other. We all just came together.
That's what's beautiful about the Junos. Everyone gets to meet each other, hang out. Excellent. Okay, so cool. Well, I have the best time. Just wanted to wish you congratulations and have a great time on stage.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, everybody. I know it's like a group interview. We're trying to get everybody in there. Have so much fun. We'll see you after.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
That's okay. It wasn't the first time.
No. I did call, and this is maybe unfortunate because I called Lana Gay a liar yesterday on our stream.
Why was that?
Because she had posted a photo on Twitter where she claimed that she was the JUNO TV welcoming committee. And that she was sitting in front of our door.
Well, it looked like she was, and she was very supportive of us
She was wonderfully supportive.
all day and night yesterday.
But she was not outside the door in the moment that I saw the tweet.
Right.
And so I called her a liar on the stream. She was still paying attention. She obviously felt quite spurned. I don't know if she can hear me right now, but I just want to say, Lana Gay, not a liar.
Nice.
Me, Sam Sutherland, huge liar.
Yeah, exactly.
I was projecting. I was trying to deal with my own
Nobody
problems.
posts what they're doing on social media at the exact time that they're doing it unless you are at the JUNO Awards in Vancouver or watching it. I think that's a good time to
Yeah.
post what you're doing as you're doing
So
it.
you're
right?
actually going back and calling Lana a liar. I think, a
No,
little
no,
bit.
no. I'm standing up for her that
Oh.
she posted it a little bit later because she wasn't there.
Okay.
She was busy doing stuff. It's
understand.
okay.
That's
She's
fine.
awesome.
It's fine.
And hopefully we'll hear from her again backstage
Yeah.
because she wants to kind of wrangle in on some of the performers that are going to
Yeah.
be hitting the stage out here at Rogers Arena. And it's a sold out crowd,
Yeah.
is what Alan from Cars told us yesterday.
Yeah, it's ram jammed in there, full of people ram jamming. People are just moshing each other into the walls. It's just truly unstoppable and hideous violence happening inside of the Rogers Center right now. No, people are behaving really, really well. But there's a vibe, right? Like you can really tell, like it's buzzing. They have a guy comes out and kind of hypes everyone up, and there's literally like never stop partying because you want it to look like a killer party, and it is in there. Like people are having the best.
How many
time.
hype people do you think they have in there? Why aren't we doing that? Could
We should be in there hyping them up, yeah. We can sing our like.
We made our
various,
Buble
Michael,
song.
The Buble bus is coming, and everybody's jumping. Vancouver. Yeah, and then it just keeps.
Burnaby.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that was
okay,
his Vancouver to
okay.
Burnaby. Okay.
I think
forgot.
that song will definitely be trending in the future.
Well,
but-
I'm just so excited to win Dance Recording of the Year next year for our stirring remix of Venga Boys Classic.
I think we got a long ways to go.
No, I'm ready.
That's also ripping off another song that already existed. So.
No, but that's fine. It's reinterpreting. Like Felix Cartel, who I had the opportunity to talk to on the red carpet.
He's the DJ for
He's
the Junos
DJing
here.
in there, yeah. And he has a hot new track where it's like You Get What You Give by the New Radicals.
Okay,
called,
we got Lana Sori backstage with lights. I love that.
Hey, okay.
Lana Gay backstage with lights. At the Junos.
Hi, guys.
Nice to meet you.
Hi. Hey, girl. How are you feeling after that?
I was trying to hold back tears listening to them talk about this very important thing, and just the empowerment of the moment was like beyond what I could control. And towards the end of the performance, I thought I was going to cry too. It was like pretty awesome. It was pretty amazing.
Now, did you all just meet today?
Yes.
We met in another life. I think we met in another life.
I had also Googled them.
Okay, amazing. I feel like there's a collaboration in the future happening.
Oh, let's hope so. Yeah, this is really beautiful. What an honor.
It is the biggest honor. The biggest honor. I'm like the biggest fan of both these women. So
you're the connector.
I didn't connect the dots. That was Lindsay, and that was a lot of other amazing women behind the scenes. But we are very lucky that we got to do this together.
Excellent. That's what the Junos does. It brings everybody together. Also, you are donating your Juno. Can you tell us about that?
Oh, I gave it to Elaine Bombery. Elaine Bombery and Shingoose and I, we started the Aboriginal, which turned into Indigenous category, but it was 25 years ago. And Elaine is the one who really deserves all the credit for that. And she never got anything, so I'm giving her my Juno for Medicine Song. She lives here in Vancouver.
You're amazing, amazing. And congratulations to you for winning your Juno as well.
Thank you so much. They both won Junos last night as well. It's
you as well. We've missed you. I like the old school Canucks jersey as well.
Yeah, so timely.
Well, enjoy the rest of your amazing weekend. And I just want to ask, what did the Junos mean to you?
Oh, I don't know. It's just for me. It's an excuse to get together and say thank you to all the people who help us.
Yeah.
You know, who help artists to get our music to the people, because there were publicity people, there were media people, there were agents and managers. You know, the music business is not just the music. There's a lot of business involved in it, and a lot of artists don't realize that until they're in the middle of it. But you know, this takes a lot of people to make it happen, and it's a chance to say thank you not only to the fans but also to the people who get the music to the fans.
Absolutely, and you guys are those people as well. Congratulations. What's the Juno mean to you?
Oh my God! Can you ask her first?
It's a variety of things. I think obviously celebrating Canadian music, but to me every year it feels kind of like a family reunion. Every year I get to know more and more people, and now I have 2 more friends. I'm so happy. And you just get to hang out, and it's like we are actually joking about it backstage, calling it Camp Juno, because it's like summer camp. Everyone's together and like hanging out for a day.
Amazing. And Grimes, how was your Juno week? How are you feeling? We're just getting all the Juno gap.
Oh, I mean, I actually have the flu, and I probably shouldn't be this close to you guys.
You
I think I'm mostly over the flu. I think I'm mostly over the flu.
What a pedigree!
I don't know.
Well,
Under pressure.
no stress. You're doing great. You're amazing. You're all wonderful. We're so happy that you're all together and performed. We're up on the same stage together. You guys are.
Thanks. This is really fun.
Thank you for taking the time. We appreciate it.
Love your bangs.
Thank you. I wore these and I thought these are Grimes shoes. I don't know.
I like these.
Maybe not. Anyway.
I'm walking platforms, but.
Oh, we were actually talking about that. It's hard.
It is. Okay, ankles. Okay, well, you guys are wonderful. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you so much. Amazing. So great. So here we are backstage. It's organized chaos. It's pretty amazing. There's so many.
Oh, that's confusing. Okay, yeah. So there we had Lana Gay live, in charge down there with Buffy St. Marie, Grimes, and Lights. Which, like, I was in a similar scenario where they were coming down the red carpet, and you're like, she did, I think, better than I did, which is like, you have people who are sort of icons of very kind of different genres at different stages in their career, and especially on the red carpet or in a scenario like that, you have like 30 seconds, so you're like, how's it going? It's really hard. You're like, you people are all so important, but have very sort of disparate careers. But what legends?
Yeah, totally. And to create a quick connection like that, where they're just coming off stage and there's so much going on. I think that was just incredible that they all played together. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
I love that. And also, similar to sort of me being so stoked that like Denise Donlin complimented the joke that I made, and then yesterday Regine from Arcade Fire complimented the set, which was I think very excited for Des from the Junos who designed the set. Got
Arcade
that
Fire
compliment.
loves this.
I think having Grimes compliment your bangs is like kind of up there. Like she's got like hair is very much an important part of her aesthetic. All of ours, whose aesthetic is not sort of.
We were doing some of that Are You a Van Fan trivia and asking about Botox, whether it was created in Vancouver or not. And Lana said like she just got bangs to cover anything, so that she's just going to continue to have the hair covering her face, and she'll be Cousin It someday soon. Right? I don't know.
My plan has always been like I try to grow a beard to deal with sort of just general kind of sag.
Okay, but you said you're like Homer Simpson, like you shave and then it grows back right away.
Yeah. So like, I mean, look, I don't have very strong facial hair, and that's all I want though, is to be able to sort of have more full coverage. So right now on the show, and this was a highlight for me on the red carpet, we have the Northern Touch All Stars, which is it's the performers of Canadian hip hop anthem. General hip-hop anthem, no sort of caveats required, Northern Touch. And they are presenting Rap Recording of the Year, but it appears that they are indeed performing right now, is what it looks like.
Which is incredibly exciting. And I think that they kind of snuck by the Commodore Ballroom last night with Jessie Reyez. So I was hoping that they might be giving us a little snip of the song that was from 20 years ago.
It's crazy.
You love that song, too.
I love it.
Everybody
I was
loves
so
that song.
bummed. We had such a blast in the JUNO TV Apple Music Backstage Lounge. Last night,
nailed it.
Every time. But I had no energy, so I went back to the hotel. I was like, maybe I'll go out, and I did not go out. Didn't even think about it. And then I found out that I missed.
I know. I was watching on Instagram everyone showing up. Oh, we're gonna go to an interview with Jessie Reyez right now. It's Jessie Reyez.
So you are here at the Junos.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Excited and hungry.
Like this.
You're nominated for 4 awards. How does that feel?
Crazy. That feels surreal.
Are you excited to perform?
Yeah, I'm more nervous than excited. I usually get really nervous before performances, so it's not really outside the norm that I got butterflies. I get them more when I go on stage, but excited and nervous. Yeah.
Do you do anything to like prepare for your performance, or are you kind of just like?
I pray and I take a shot of whiskey. And then we do a couple handshakes, and then we do Wo Bundy, and then we're good to go. Thank you for having me here. It's very much appreciated. I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to represent. I'm happy to represent for my city. I'm happy to be here with my team. I'm happy that my parents are going to be here. Thank you for allowing me on the stage. Just gratitude. Thank you. Yes.
That was a great moment with Juno winner 2 seconds ago.
Breakthrough Artist of the Year, Jessie
So amazing.
Reyez.
What an amazing moment.
She's incredible.
She's the best. It was really wonderful to talk to her.
And she's going to be performing later on tonight as well.
Yeah. She's doing it all. It's a big name. One of my favorite things about the experience of kind of being here and what I think is so kind of exciting with the Junos is the generations that you see kind of forming. Like Jim Cuddy is kind of at this point like the granddaddy of the Junos.
Oh, would he like to be called the granddaddy of the Junos?
I mean, I'm not calling him a literal grandfather. I think calling someone the granddaddy of something is like a nice way of calling someone old.
Okay.
It's polite.
All right.
I wouldn't say it to his face because we're not good enough friends.
Well, maybe he'll come by here again. He was here yesterday.
Oh, don't tell him I said that.
I definitely will if he comes by.
But,
you know I'm bringing it up.
I know. I feel bad. So, he helps run the Juno Cup, which is a big highlight for a lot of people, for fans, for artists. Obviously, it's a big one, and for kind of connecting the already very natural worlds of hockey and music in this country. He hosts quite famously a big old jam on the last night of the Junos. So, you can figure out what suite Jim Cuddy's in what hotel, you are going to have the time of your life. That's like a famous thing.
Can we just show up and crash it and sing our Buble song
and
along live with the
stream
jam?
from it? Yeah. We gotta Never stop.
I think you'll be done with the live streaming. No, you want to live stream your life 24/7?
I'm going to live stream
Truman Show?
until I die. I'm so dedicated to my art.
Is this where you give a plug for your YouTube channel and your
podcast?
podcast? Because you talked about what I did professionally. Let's talk about what you do professionally, Sam.
Well, what I do professionally is certainly not run a Blink-182 podcast.
No, that's not.
That's not my job.
Blink-155 till he dies.
Yes, Blink-155 is an amazing podcast that I make about $300 a month from via Patreon.
Wow, that's pretty good.
It gets split between myself and another guy.
we're not going to talk about it anymore.
I don't want to give him any credit.
I think we're going to play a game. Let's do a little warm-up, because this is something we're going to do with some of the artists and performers and presenters that will grace us with their presence.
Yes.
We've got 3 options. We've got Are You a Van Fan, Buble or Bust, and Bare Naked Karaoke. Nobody ever picks the Bare Naked Karaoke.
I think we should do Bare Naked Karaoke.
Really?
Well, I just feel like no one's going to pick it.
No, yeah, because yesterday only like 2 people did it, and they were just so gracious, because nobody wants to do the Bare Naked Ladies a disservice.
Do we have the? Here's a question, because again, you know, we've had a laugh a little bit in terms of the sort of like hi-fi, you know, high-tech, low-tech balance that we have here.
Yeah.
And so you'll see, you know, Are You a Van Fan, Buble or Bust? Those are sort of big, beautiful, you know, graphics that sort of come up on this amazing LED screen. Bare Naked Karaoke has a big, beautiful graphic, and then somebody from the Junos comes and hands you
a piece of paper. It's chicken scratch, and we don't even have that person in the piece of paper anymore.
So I don't know that we have any of that.
I got him here. I've got 1 week, and I think we should
this
do
is how it goes?
the chickadee China, the Chinese chicken part. Okay, we should do it together.
Doesn't it get generated by this?
Oh.
Oh, my God, 1 week.
Whoa, I was doing your ESP thing that you're doing backstage.
You know, actually, this was a big moment for me. Earlier on the red carpet, while we look at it, maybe can we, if I walk over there, do we have an angle on it? Or possibly? Because I did a great red carpet interview in which I finally swore, as we mentioned earlier, with the Bare Naked Ladies. And like, Ed Robertson referred to me initially as his long-lost brother, and then called me his son.
Oh, yeah. You're like, Dad, where have you been my whole life?
So, I don't know. I can't tell if I can see it.
They're saying yes. They're saying yes here, right? Yeah. You see it?
So anyway, Ed
what
Robertson
would you do if
dad.
he was really your dad?
Well, I mean,
it would all make
probably
sense.
like hit him up for some money. It'd be the first thing.
How much? Okay.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Okay, you know what? Chickadee China,
the Chinese chicken. Have a drumstick and your brain stops ticking.
Watching X-Files with no lights on, with down the maze on. I hope the smoking man's in this while I hear Harrison Ford. I'm getting frantic, like singing tantric, like singers guaranteed to satisfy. Like Kurosawa, I make mad films. Okay, I don't make films, but if I didn't have a samurai, gonna say about it, I was flying off the backswing, and then Sailor Moon to the cartoon, boom, and that makes you think the wrong thing. I can't help it if I think you're funny when you're mad. Trying hard not to smile, though I feel bad. Oh my God, I got it.
Lana has Cardi. Let's cut to Lana.
Lana has Cardinal official backstage.
Usher in the new generation, because we want it to be less of a fight. You know what I mean? When it comes to not just Junos, but just within the Canadian infrastructure period. Because I mean, there's been other nations around the world that maybe have embraced us a little bit more quicker. And, for us, we always want for our hometown, for the home country to be right there. So, I think tonight was awesome. Tory Lanez won, Jesse won, Daniel won. And, I mean, as far as I can remember, that's the most urban artist that won on a televised portion of the Junos, like, ever. And then, we just did a little random a cappella out there. Like, we just had some fun with the stadium. But, it's good. And what I really like is that, Alan and Karis and everybody really committed to being more engaged and really making more of an effect and really trying to make sure that there's a lot more inclusion within, urban and reggae and dance and hip hop and R&B and the rest of it. So it's a good time, man. It just feels really good.
What's it like to get everybody back together?
I mean, here's the thing. We've done this several times. It's just that there's food and drinks involved. I think.
I am so hungry, by the way. I don't know how you guys do this. Also, you were partying out late last night. How do you do it?
But that's why my voice sounds like this. We were partying the past couple of nights. But you know what? I think at the end of the day, for us, like, it's just super cool to be able to perform together because obviously I'm still touring all over the world or whatever, and a bunch of the guys, like, it's amazing because I also have my executive job at Universal. Red is a successful business owner. Like, everybody's doing so many dope things. So for us to be able to make the time to come together, like, that's definitely a special thing. And to be completely honest, like, I think it's only right. It would have been weird if the 20th anniversary came and we didn't show our faces here at the Juno. So for us, it was important too.
Well, we're so happy you're here. It was great to see you. And thanks so much for taking the time.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I know, right? You too. Take it easy. Thank you so much.
All right, no problem.
Excellent. Cardi. So great. So here we are backstage. We'll go back to Sam and Casey Joe.
Thank you.
Can we do a blah, 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 blah,
No.
blah? What's wrong with that?
Well, I just
Because he's so cool. Love
no,
Cardinal
it is cool.
Official.
It just made me
That's
feel
awesome.
weird.
Oh, okay. I mean, well, that was a delight.
So, I just wanted to. So I got up while that was happening to have a sip of an energy drink that has not
Good.
sponsored the stream. So I don't want to mention it. But
Oops, I tweeted about it.
What I didn't realize is like we sort of mentioned the fact that we're in kind of intimate quarters here. So as people come in and out, they're just gonna have to walk in front of the cameras.
Yeah, with
but
that.
like much more importantly, I got a photo of where like the entire Kara staff is, which is like
Yeah.
in a corner over here.
Yeah.
So like I don't know if it's going to be possible to get that. But that's what's happening, like, right behind us, is everyone's just, like, in a fern, basically. Like, that's how this show is being run right now. Thank you so much. So everyone is just, like, crunched in together. Yeah, so a round of applause for the Karas team making it happen behind the fern. Just
behind the fern.
Behind
nice.
one fern,
behind,
actually.
What is that? I don't know.
A single fern. So we got
great.
obviously a couple people talking on the Facebook chat. Want to say what's up. Larissa McKim is watching from Winnipeg. Elaine Nelson Hosak is apparently watching from inside the Rogers Arena. So, like, yes, the call is coming from inside the house. If the call is coming from Elaine Nelson
Don't
Hosak.
run upstairs. It's a trick.
Tiana Murray, hello from, and then the Union Jack. So I assume she's watching from the UK, unless she lives inside of a tiny flag, which is entirely possible. Jay Thunder, hello from Thunder Bay. I don't know if that's his name, like a nickname, like Johnny Knoxville.
Oh, okay.
Or if he's actually just like very appropriately named for a man who lives in Thunder Bay. But then you get to people being like, so, you know, we got Norman Nichols, hello from Greenville, Michigan, USA.
Wow.
And then Dan Callenbach, who just writes Phoenix. Come on.
What up, Dan?
Maybe he likes the band Phoenix. I don't know.
Oh, that could be true.
Yeah.
I don't think they're here tonight.
I'm going to keep reading these because I think it's nice when people say where
Okay,
they're from.
yeah.
We got Lynn Bergeron, sorry. Hello from Montreal. Marika Toth, who's in Calgary. And then Annette Jensen watching from Edmonton, Alberta, who just had surgery on their right eye but is keeping an eye on us from Edmonton, which is both inspirational and highly unsettling.
The good eye, I hope.
Yeah.
Heal quickly.
Heal quickly.
Thanks for tuning in.
Let
It's so cool.
us do what we can. So, you know, we're here to heal the sick. Of course, this is
Is that on your LinkedIn profile?
It is, yeah.
Sam Sutherland, heal the sick.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. So a man who's actually done a tremendous amount of good in the world, unlike me, who has never healed the sick, Gord Downey, of course. And tonight there's a tribute performance to him happening. Dallas Green and Sarah Harmer both performing. And so currently Pearl Wenjack and Kevin Drew are on stage, I believe, introducing this performance. So you could stay and watch us, but like go watch that.
Yeah.
You can watch all of this on JUNOTV.ca. So if for some reason you're not split screening this and you've already muted us, I would highly encourage you to don't close this window, mute it and minimize it. Keep us here. We are your friends. But this is absolutely going to be, I think, one of the standout moments of the evening. So
Definitely.
I'm mad I can't watch it.
I'm a bit upset, but I think it'll be good to watch it again a little bit later on the Facebook page. We got Lana backstage with somebody awesome.
Oh,
Can't wait to see who. Lana Gay.
Sushi and vodka.
Sushi and vodka.
Okay. Are we rolling? We're good? All right. I always forget we're live backstage because it's so chaotic. Gentlemen, how are you doing? How are you feeling?
Pretty good. We have a horn section, and they've just been making a lot of racket back here, like playing like New Orleans style, just jams for everybody. So we're feeling pretty loosey-goosey.
It's kind of like you always bring a party with you. It's like, our cows are coming. Oh, there it is. Do you feel that way?
We bring a musical party. Otherwise, we're kind of boring. Like we bring our books and really cool musicians, basically.
I mean, you've had, I'm just going to say, a hell of a year. You just came back from, Korea. Now you're back here at the Junos. How are you feeling?
I'm pretty jet lagged, actually. It's weird. It never really hits me, but like this weekend, I've just been like in this perpetual state of tiredness. It's very strange. Yeah.
You keep waking up at 5 a.m.
Yeah, I know. But then you feel like a responsible adult because you're like, this is what adults do. They wake up early, they seize the day, but it's really just the time change.
Do you guys have any tricks up your sleeve for your performance? Are we allowed to know?
Yeah. Fire. Yeah. Once you go pyro, you never go back.
We literally stole Nickelback's pyro for the show tonight. We got Jim on it, so we feel safe, and it's going to be crazy. Yeah.
Okay, noted. Gentlemen, of course, we're at the JUNOs, which is like just, a huge love of Canadian music. But what does the JUNOs actually mean to you?
It's an opportunity to, we get to observe all these other bands and artists from afar, and we track their careers, and we're fans of theirs. Someone like Daniel Caesar, or Jesse Reyes, or Arcade Fire. And it's an opportunity to actually get to see them in the flesh and say hi and, show your gratitude for what they're doing. So it's been really cool. I met Jesse Reyes' parents, and they're like sweet people. And I was like, my parents are here too. So it's just a nice point of like human connection.
Sounds like summer camp for awesome musicians.
Something like that, yeah.
Well, gentlemen, thank you so much for coming by. We appreciate it. Have the best time.
Ooh, sweet shirt. I need more of that shirt.
I feel like I look like Ms. Pac-Man. Right? A little bit?
I like
it. She was ahead of her time.
Excellent. Have a great time on stage. We look forward to seeing you guys.
Lana Gay wearing Simons,
You too can be Miss Pac-Man.
Yeah,
backstage
you too can
at
be
the
complimented
JUNOs
by the
or
Arcals.
downtown. Yeah, Simons. That's
another
Canadian company.
Another man who only goes by a single name is my friend Justin, who for the last several years has always called and interrupted the stream. Now I missed the call earlier, so I'm just going to give him a quick call back.
Why does he have no last name?
Because I feel bad. He's like a teller, or Madonna.
Okay.
So I just
like
felt,
a Cisco
I felt rude ignoring him just then, and so calling him on my iPhone 10, brought to me by.
Hello.
Hey, Justin. Sorry, I missed your call earlier. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I just wanted to call to say that you guys are doing great as well.
Oh, thanks, man. I really appreciate it. What's been your favorite part so far?
Oh man, well, of your stream or of the actual JUNOs?
Well, start with us because that's what I care about, and then as a secondary, I would love to know what you've enjoyed about the show.
Well, obviously, I loved 1 Week because it's one of the greatest Canadian anthems ever written.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep,
the rendition was
agree. Yeah, thank you.
We practiced.
Obviously, all the Ed stuff, another hilarious highlight, and I think a classic backstage moment that everyone will be talking about for years.
Thank you so much.
Likewise for the show itself, that impromptu a cappella version of Northern Touch. Classic.
Can't wait to watch that later. Now, what do you think? Casey Jo, of course, this is her first year doing it. I mean, night 2 now, being backstage with us here in the JUNO TV Apple Music Backstage Lounge. How do you think Casey Jo's doing?
I think she's doing fantastic. I will say this is... maybe there was a reason this was glossed over, but she did mention that she was fired from every media job she's ever had, and I would love to hear more about that.
Okay, great. Well,
follow me on Instagram. Follow for follow.
So we'll get into that. Unfortunately, Justin, I have to let you go because Buffy St. Marie.
Yeah, sorry, someone's way more important than you.
Is on her way up.
But Justin, you're wonderful.
Yeah, you're great, but Buffy is greater, unfortunately.
She's the greatest. She looks stunning tonight. Tell her I said hello.
Okay, we'll be sure to let her know. Thanks for your feedback, Justin.
All right, hang in there, guys. You're doing wonderful.
Try to not get fired yourself, Justin. Bye.
Bye. So what is the story of you getting fired from every media job you've ever had?
Oh, man. Why did I just look over there, Dallas Green, with tears in his eyes? Okay, I can't look right now. Yeah, media is a tough industry. It's unstable at best, I would say. And the times that I got let go technically were layoffs when some corporations I worked for got bought by other corporations. So, yeah. One of the places was here at Rogers Arena. Canucks. Shout out to the one season I worked here.
So you previously worked for the Canucks?
I did, yes. Well, Canucks TV to JUNO TV.
From what I hear, there's been a lot of jokes privately about the Canucks season. So I gather they're doing quite badly. Is that true?
They're not doing so well, actually, since they fired me.
So I was going to say maybe they should have considered keeping you on.
I don't want to talk badly about the Vancouver Canucks. It was fine. It was totally fine.
Is that like a civic pride thing, or just like because you want to keep your career options open here in the great city of Vancouver?
I have no career options.
The peak is the end of the road for you?
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe I guess I could always become a YouTuber or like a podcaster. Is that it?
No, I wouldn't do any of those things.
But you make like $300 a month, so that's pretty like lucrative.
Split with another person. So that's an income of $150 for people who weren't able to do that math in their head.
I know, math is hard. Numbers are hard.
And you know, we talk for like hours about like bonus tracks from terrible Blink albums. It's not worth it. Don't do it.
I actually listened to your podcast before we just met 2 days
like that
ago.
was your prep for this?
Yeah, that was it. Listen to Sam's podcast, and I was seriously lolzing. So
you were seriously like, this man is a fool.
You were talking about M&Ms. It's a great song.
It's a great song.
And by the way, if you go to a movie, do you buy a large popcorn and dump M&Ms in the bag?
No,
or
it's freaky. Just a lot of butter. What's your popcorn or just
Mine
general
is
movie snack
dumping
move?
M&Ms into the
go.
popcorn and shaking up. Actually learned that as a Toronto move. I learned, I don't know, like 10 years ago.
Is that a Toronto snack
That's what I learned. Yeah, it is.
That's what you learned from living in Toronto?
Yeah, for a brief time. Yeah.
You know, people
4
say
months.
that, you know, Toronto is, emerged globally as a world-class city, and they point to a lot of the music that's coming
Were you
out of there.
born there?
I was born in Etobicoke. I was born in Toronto. I was raised in Etobicoke,
Okay.
which is technically now part of Toronto, so I get to claim it. And so people point to Drake, you know, they point to the path that was laid by Maestro, obviously, and Cardi, and you know, that kind of like late 90s, early 2000s crew. But really, it's this emerging class of like Drake, Daniel Caesar, like these things where it's like people can't stop talking about how great a city Toronto is. But the true thing that makes Toronto a world-class city is the movie snacks that you learned about.
Yeah, is that
it? That's it. That's
What
the
do
thing
you
that
think
distinguishes
is the true
us.
thing that makes Vancouver a world-class city?
The mountain.
You've spent some time
and
here.
the water.
Yeah.
Like you can like eat a delicious, fresh seafood meal
At an arena.
at an arena.
At the
I got a
Junos.
delicious poke bowl. So shout outs Rogers Arena Poke Bowl station. Did the Poke Bowl restaurant have a name like Poke World or something? Okay, well, you know, we'll make sure to give them
If
their
you
credit.
come to a Canucks game or any kind of event here, go for the poke.
Section
Sam
106.
Sutherland endorsed.
Section 106 here in the Rogers Arena in Vancouver. They have a delicious poke. And if you ask for the Sam Sutherland special, they'll stare at you like you're a crazy person. But you will have truly made my life worth living.
Can I ask you, this is your 4th time doing JUNO TV. Is this the best time that you've had so far?
Yeah,
because you were doing the red carpet
You're
earlier.
here.
Yeah,
This is
I'm here.
there's-
I'm super humble. I
we've
love it about
become
myself.
Yeah, and every time I'm like, was that like when you know we'll go to commercial or whatever,
Yeah.
and I'll be like, was that fine? Was that good? You know, I was like worried because I've just been rambling that I'm like sweating and
No.
my shirt is askance. I'm like, is everything fine? And you're like, you're doing amazing.
I think you're
Like,
awesome.
but all
You're
I-
so nice. You're so funny. You're such a
See,
joy to work with.
All I'm looking
What?
for is
you want me
like
to
now
insult
there's
you?
nothing in your tooth.
Oh, okay.
But instead you're like, honestly, I'm just so amazed by what a great job you're doing. I'm
A
like,
little
thank
too much.
you.
Reel it in. Reel it in.
No,
Okay.
I'm very appreciative, but frankly, my ego is
exploding.
Yeah,
I can't even fit in the same room as you. Hey, let's give a little update of what's happening behind us in the arena right now
Yes.
with the Junos. So it looked like we just had the tribute to Gord Downey.
Yes.
That was Dallas Green. I obviously only caught a little bit out of my eye because I
started looking at it and I couldn't look at it either.
No,
It
I was
incredibly emotional.
talking to him a little bit earlier backstage, and he said he just felt terrible. I was like, how you doing, Dal? He's like, obviously, I don't want to be doing this.
Mhm.
But I think that it's a true honor for him to tribute his friend and
Mhm.
somebody that's so important in Canadian music and in Canada in general. So
Yeah.
I really look forward to seeing that performance by him.
Yeah, and again, all of those performances are available. So if you were watching us for some reason and not that, or you're just tuning in, or you're watching this,
Maybe they weren't
belatedly
ready
and
to
not-
feel the feels yet.
It's fair. So all those performances are aggregated, so you can continue to watch those. So JUNOTV.ca, I think that's going to be one of several performances that are worth revisiting or just visiting for the first time if you haven't already taken that visit.
We're still waiting for Buffy St. Marie to join us. If you have any questions, feel free to use the hashtag JUNOTV Live. Do you think we should play a game with her? Do you think she would be into that? Or
Buffy seems kind of down, yeah.
like you chatted with her before, right?
Yeah, she's the greatest.
Mhm.
I don't know which game. Like, I feel like bare naked karaoke is always a risk. Like, it's a real. It's hard to look good doing that. But
because we totally smashed it out of the park.
we
or?
killed it. But
Yeah.
not everyone is as talented as we are, unfortunately.
And humble again, so humble.
So
I know how you do
humble,
it. I know
so
how you do it.
great. Right now, Geddy Lee is on stage, and I believe
Mm-hmm.
Geddy Lee's role tonight is Slappin' to Bass, which, by the way, is still a funny joke. Who would have thought that Slappin' to Bass would continue to... What is it, 10 years since that movie came out?
Slapping the bass.
See?
Are
Like-
you a guy that quotes movies?
No, I...
What? No.
I mean, I'd tell you, like, no, except I literally just did. So, obviously, I'm a full-on liar.
I think what's happening
show
here.
of hands, how many people think that slapping the bass is still a funny joke right now? Okay, so
No.
yeah.
Your face is hilarious.
Yeah, just not okay. So
Have you said it recently?
no, yeah, it doesn't come up that
it's
often.
still funny,
but
but-
when Getty's there, you got to do it. So
Okay. Well, a little bit later on, Lana will be backstage with Getty Lee. Maybe she'll throw out the schlap in the bass. Should I text it
She
to her?
might. You should. Yeah.
I'll say, just throw out a little slap in the bass.
Well, I don't know. You're going to be really bummed out if we do it, eh?
What?
No more slapping
one
the
person. Oh
But
yeah,
everyone
she's
else
just
is-
like really excited. Whoa. Okay.
Oh, okay, that's great.
Bust out.
Yeah, tell her we demand references to like
schlapping
10-year-old
the
sort of bro
bass.
comedies.
9 out of 10 people here in the JUNO TV Apple Music Lounge.
9 out of 10.
Oh, night.
That's-
Okay.
it's
All right.
true,
I don't know
like,
what's happening there,
most-
but that was really exciting.
Yeah.
Hey, it's my coworkers from 102.7 The Peak. I can't
Oh.
believe it. Clint and Amanda. What are you here spying on me? You're making sure they're not like recruiting me for a new job?
Are we
they
literally
allowed to
about to
come
get
in?
Buffy, or can they come in? Yeah.
Come on in.
Come on
Look
in.
At give me that beer. Give me a sip of that.
Yeah.
What are you,
Can you guys-
crashing? Come on.
Can you guys
welcome.
bring us
Yes.
beers, please?
How are
Yeah.
you? Welcome. This is what we do. Hi.
How's it
Welcome.
going?
Hi. I'm sorry.
Hey, Amanda, great to meet you.
Here's a microphone.
Hey, how's it
Wow. Let's have a break. You guys.
Hello, Internet.
My iPhone.
Okay, good. So, how's it been going?
Good.
We're kind of seeing what's going on right now.
Oh,
Looks like
wow.
Betty Lee is going to give the induction, I guess, to Bare Naked Ladies. Why are you
Oh,
missing
nice.
this right now?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
We've been standing on the red carpet earlier today. We got really thirsty. Wanted some beers.
We were parched. Mm-hmm. Parched, you know how it is.
This guy knows what it's all about. He
Yeah.
was back there hustling. Did you see him? Or was it like a madhouse?
It was a madhouse, yeah.
We were asking people all day who would win in a fist fight, Jan Arden or Anne Murray. Who would you put your money on?
Oh, absolutely, Jan Arden. I mean, she is small, right? She's slight, but like that mouth, like the level of vulgarity that emerges from her, you know that she can back that up. Whereas, like, I think Anne Murray is like just too sweet to even take a swing. Like, she would be on the ground. What was the general consensus?
Well, we spoke to Jan herself. She said Anne Murray would win.
Oh, that's interesting.
We spoke with Cardinal Fischel.
Oh, Cardi.
and he was like, Anne Murray,
again, but
hands down. So
Wait, who did Cardi say?
Anne Murray.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I've been wrong.
We also asked who would win in a fight between Fred Penner and Neil Young. And Death from Above, Sebastian, he said, yeah, Neil Young would win because he's a witch. He looks like a witch.
Yeah, that's scary. You mind if I grab this for a second?
Yeah.
So, can I ask you guys what it's like to work with Casey Jo? Because she's made some comments about being...
Actually, we're supposed to talk about the Bare Naked Ladies right now, so I think this is appropriate
okay, so...
to talk about them
so
getting inducted into the Canadian Music Hall of Fame.
Yeah, so the Bare Naked Ladies...
Way more important. Way more important.
But, I mean, if you want to know about the Bare Naked Ladies, you could just watch the stream, I guess. Okay. So, wait, before I ask you a question, I should let you know that we're about to get Grimes and Buffy, so now you have to leave.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Thanks for being
It's
here.
nice to meet you.
Love you guys.
Yeah.
Thank
Love
you.
I hope I still have a job.
Great to meet you as well.
Oh, yeah.
Great to meet you.
Take care.
Okay,
So-
enjoy the rest of your time. I'll see you at the parties.
Yes.
See you at the parties.
So...
All right, so those are my coworkers. And,
So I didn't get a
way
chance to
go.
ask
Yeah.
what... Oh, hold on. Let's switch these.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Here we go.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay. good.
Professional. So Grimes and Buffy just bound. Like, what was the
It's gonna be
scenario that led
exciting.
to them being together? I love it.
So I'm not really sure. I think what happened is Lights just reached out to them and
Yeah.
asked them to perform with her.
I love it.
Today, and I think the first time they met was today. So I don't know if they just like grabbed mics and joined in. I missed
Right.
that, to be honest, but we caught that a little bit with Lana backstage. They all won JUNOs this year, so that's very
Yeah.
exciting. And they're really about supporting other women in music, which I think is phenomenal. This is an amazing trio. Maybe they'll start a super group. I'm hoping at least one super group comes out of the JUNOs
That's
here in Vancouver.
A good goal, I think. You know, it's interesting. Speaking of supergroups up on stage right now, we are witnessing, I mean, the members of Bare Naked Ladies, including Stephen Page, are all together on a stage for, I guess, this has got to be the first time since Stephen Page was 86, as is our secret code for getting people out
It's
of
not
this room.
so secret. How long ago was that they had a, could you say a conscious uncoupling, if we're going to talk like Gwyneth Paltrow?
Yeah.
Was that like 10?
It was at least
10 years ago?
It was a while ago, yeah. So,
This is incredible.
This is kind of remarkable. They'll also be performing together this evening. They tweeted a photo of them at rehearsal, which is like truly crazy. I wonder what he's saying. I saw the other ones laugh. You know, this was shocking. I think I mentioned this on the red carpet stream. But everyone in Bare Naked Ladies is over 6 feet tall.
Oh, yeah.
They're all very tall.
Did you feel intimidated?
I was
Number one, they're Bare Naked Ladies. And number two, they're just looming over you.
Is this like a kid? One of their kids is like...
I don't know. Oh, that's wonderful. I want to know.
Oh, man.
Why can't we read lips and or minds?
I know. Yeah, if only.
That looks like a family member, and there's David Suzuki.
Oh, I met him. That was
the best.
insane.
I know. What were you guys talking about?
We talked about activism in music for like 10 seconds before I got like a wrap it up, and I was like, but you're amazing. I also pointed this out on the red carpet, but Kevin Hearn is wearing the exact same suit as Josh Ramsey from
really?
From Marianas Trench.
Nice.
And so I got to know, like,
Did they know?
Did they know? Is this a conscious sort of like?
Who set
are
that up?
Are they there to sort of?
Is it like yesterday we were talking to the Beaches, who won Breakthrough Group of the Year, and they were tweeting about Avril Lavigne and just kind of teasing us to look forward to a future collab.
Right. The
Is there
Marianas
so many
Trench
like
B&L collab? Yeah.
little hints within the Junos
It's
in
all,
Vancouver?
They're
I don't
leaving
know.
these little bon mots for us, which is very exciting.
Bon mots.
I do. Ed Robertson and I look the same. Is that? I mean, I know we just did.
I think a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
I think a little bit you do.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the profile or if it's the hair, the eyes. Yeah, you kind of.
Your hair, your eyes. You're describing parts of the
shape of your head,
parts of the face.
It's your
some
ear,
part of
really,
your face.
that it resembles.
Yeah.
No.
A slight update as well. We are not getting Grimes. We are just getting Buffy. Which is fine. We talked to Grimes on the red carpet. Lana got to talk to Grimes. Frankly,
and she won for Video of the Year.
You're sick of her. I don't want it.
Yeah,
so
she has the
good.
flu. We heard that she has the flu, so no doubt. She's
Yeah,
not feeling that great.
I don't
She's
like
here,
being around
it's a
sick
lot.
people. When sick people come into work, I say, leave. You're not a hero.
What do you mean work?
No
you
one
act like you
wants.
have a job.
I don't have a job.
confused.
Again, what are they performing right now? What is happening?
I don't know. There's a guitar. Everyone's taking the mic.
Yeah, they're cycling.
Members of Bare Naked Ladies, including Stephen Page. I'm so curious. Of course, you can toggle back and forth between the different
I encourage you to toggle because we are so distracted by this right now.
Well, no doubt. This is incredible. I'm just going to check the Twitter feed here. You can use the hashtag Junos or JUNO TV Live. JUNO TV Live.
JUNO TV Live is a good way to get our attention. So if you've got a question for Buffy St. Marie, hit us
the
up.
tweet that I'm
JUNO
seeing
TV
the
Live.
most about whatever is happening here, truly magical. Guys, I'm not crying. You're crying. That sums it up perfectly.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like that person is lying.
Doesn't get more Canadian than this.
I think they are actually the one who is crying. We were actually talking a lot about crying because on everyone's flights here, everyone evidently cried watching their movie. So Lana Gay, who's down in the talent tunnel, grabbing people as they come on and off stage, she cried watching Coco?
What's
or
that
was she...
fish movie?
Oh, Shape of Water.
Right.
Shape of Water. So
what do they call it? Grinding Nemo? What's happening here?
Grinding Nemo was her joke about The Shape of Water, which of course is the most popular film about bestiality.
Okay. And speaking of Lana, she's got an interview lined up backstage, so we're going to throw to Lana Gay backstage at the Junos here in Vancouver, Rogers Arena.
Halfway now. We're more than halfway. You're gonna have a drink imminently.
You're no stranger to the Junos. What do the Junos mean to you?
You know, it's a celebration of Canadian music and a celebration of our business. And we all are so proud to be able to come together and recognize people that have had amazing years, amazing careers, up and coming new talent that is, doing so well internationally. Like, I don't know if it's something in the water here or what it is, but Canada generally produces some amazing singer-songwriters.
You recently worked with Bob Rock, and I feel like you guys have been traveling as a pair. So frankly, I'm kind of wondering if you have separation anxiety.
Yeah, I haven't been close to him now for over 5 seconds. I've worked with Bob on and off for the last 10 years, and we've done 4 records together, and we did a lot of writing on my most recent record. And he's just one of the most innovative, nice, beautiful, talented men I've ever met.
Well, I believe you are wonderful and talented, and we're so grateful that you had the time to talk with us.
Thank you. Have a really great time.
Yes, and thank you so much. Actually, Geddy Lee's here as well. Look at this.
I know.
Do you want to meet him?
No, I've met him.
Oh,
okay. Don't make me nervous. It's like, no.
Thank you so much. Oh, everybody's here.
Oh, are you being interviewed? Sorry.
Oh, there's cameras right there. Yes. It's just like Legends Row here at the Junos. Hi. You're our surprise guest, Getty Lee. How are you? The Jan Arden is here.
Hi, Jan.
Don't force me to do this with you. This is just amazing, isn't it?
Yes, I actually just wrote legend on my paper.
Did you write it in the legend?
Did you put it in pen?
It is
if
pen.
It's in pencil, it doesn't count.
Yeah, there you go.
It's in Sharpie.
Yeah.
Legend.
Okay.
I was like, Getty Lee is coming here. How do I prepare? That's all I got.
You're too kind.
This is probably the strangest pairing you've had all night, though.
It's a beautiful pairing.
I was inspired by this group of people, and Alex lent me some luggage to put into a video one time.
He did?
Through Andrew McNaughton. Andrew's like, Alex has lent us some luggage. And it just was so funny.
He has luggage?
Well, it wasn't his personal baggage. It was actually old antique luggage that he apparently had collected. And we used it in a video. That was...
Well, that's typical Alex, because he's a big-hearted guy.
He is.
Now, both of you have had really amazing, long, special careers. What is the key to longevity in this industry?
Learning how to say no.
Oh, I'm with him. And being nice. It's you meet the same people going up as you do going down. So it's it doesn't hurt to not complain about the brand of water in your dressing room. That's helpful. Just drink the damn water.
Yeah, and also being selective about how you use up your energy. Like you're there to perform, you're there to be a musician. That should always be first and foremost. Everything else is a distraction. If you have time, you say yes. If you don't, you don't.
Right. Well, I'm grateful that you've said yes to this, both of you. Dan, don't look scared. You're gonna make.
This will be a moment that I'm glad we have it on tape because I can't really quite get my head around it, which is just a beautiful thing.
It's amazing that we're all together, number one. I'm really grateful. But you also have both been honored with a variety of awards. And I know that the Canadian Music Hall of Fame, obviously you just inducted the Bare Naked Ladies. When it comes to being voted, get an award voted by your peers, does that mean more to you? Does that add, or your fans?
I would say, both are an incredible honor. Obviously, as a musician, when another musician thinks highly enough about you to vote for you, that touches something quite deep inside of you. But a fan, honoring you in the same way isn't any less, gratifying. Right. It's just a different kind of appreciation. So
I'm just appreciating.
One must be graceful and accept it.
So wise. I'm just really taking it all in.
Me too. It's true. You can't. It's no fun to do a concert with no people sitting there listening to you. So. At the end of the day, it comes down to people that love and enjoy music and support you year after year after year after year. And that, for me, has been a beautiful gift.
Thank you so much, both of you. It's been such a fun honor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jan.
Thank you.
I like our triad interview. It's beautiful. So appreciated. And now what are you going to do?
What am I going to do now? I'm going to go check my fantasy baseball draft.
Oh, who's on it?
See how it's doing. Well, that's what I'm going to check.
Oh, okay. Amazing. All right. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate this.
Nice talking to you.
Wonderful. Wonderful to meet you. Thank you so much.
Legend to another. Buffy St. Marie, Juno winner tonight. Juno winner, Buffy. So we got a little bit of this when Lana was talking to you backstage. I talked to you a little bit on the red carpet, but tell us more about this Juno that you've won and how you're donating it and what you're doing with it.
Oh, it just kind of occurred to me. The Indigenous category is 25 years old, right? Mm-hmm. And Elaine Bomberry and Shingoofs were really the ones who started it, and Elaine did all the legwork, getting the numbers, just proving to Karis that we had so many Indigenous people involved in music, studios, producers, artists, etc. But she had never gotten anything. So I'm donating my Juno for Medicine songs to Elaine Bomberry, who's living here in Vancouver, but she's a Mohawk from Six Nations in Ontario. So the three of us kind of founded this category together, but this is for Elaine.
That's incredible. And it's so interesting to have been a part of founding the category, and especially with this record, because this record sort of pulls on history to sort of bring out these incredibly and tragically relevant themes in 2018. Can you tell us a little bit about the process of selecting the songs that would go on to this record?
Well, thank you for saying that. I really, just for the times that we're all living through right now, I just wanted to kind of shine a light on empowering people. So medicine songs are songs of empowerment, activism, and protest songs. So some of the songs are like Universal Soldier and Now the Buffalo's Gone that I wrote in the 60s. Some I wrote in the 70s, some I wrote in the 80s, the 90s, and some are new. One of the songs I recorded with John Levine, who's a Toronto producer living in LA making hits. And
great plug.
yeah, oh no, he is. He's wonderful. And he produced You Got to Run, which is a song I wrote, and I sang it with Tanya Tagak. Another new song in medicine songs is called The War Racket. And Kurt Swinghammer, who's a rock and roll guitar player living in Ontario, he did the most incredible video, an animated video for The War Racket. So the album just has turned out to be timely, unfortunately, you know. So the songs are really to go along with the times that we're going through, because a lot of people are trying to make things better in this way or that. And there's so much going on. I mean, Idle No More, missing and murdered Indigenous women and girls, Me Too, Time's Up, people yesterday protesting gun violence and violence of all kinds. This is good. This is simply good citizenship, you know. It's the way we ought to be. We really ought to take care of our house so that the termites don't totally chew it up. But unless you pay attention, they do.
Is that the biggest thing that Canadians can do, is start to pay attention, or what would you recommend that people can incorporate into their lives now?
Oh, I think it depends on who you are and what you're doing. I think whenever you get a chance to make things better, if you think you can, you do, in whatever's going on. And some people are just starting to wake up to the fact that, you know, there's some really lunatics running some things around here. Yeah. And other people have known that for a long time. So whatever you can do, just try. It used to be that people didn't try. And then at other times they did try. And if you try, you can make change.
You're incredible. You're truly incredible.
Thanks.
Can we talk about like what happened with you and Lights and Grimes just now? Did
that was fun.
Were you straight on stage? We were watching,
that was fun.
But like, did you just meet each other today?
Yeah,
Can
we
you give us like a recap? Because we don't know where, we have no idea.
Kind of fangirl 101 here. With 303. No, we just kind of all like what each other does. I didn't know that we were going to be able to be all together.
Have you ever communicated with them before?
Never, no, although I had high respect and really love for what they do. And God, Grimes is a video. It's so good. Really, no, highest compliments. And we're both Lights fans. She likes us, so it was just very nice. And I think it was probably Alan Reed at the Junos who put the three of us together to say what we had to say about women in music and how it really needs to improve not only our acknowledgement of what women have done and are continuing to do, but what we could do. Because it just doesn't make any sense to only use 50% of the human brain power.
Speaking of using your brain, not to make light of that, but we have some games here at JUNO TV, Apple Music Lounge. So we could do Are You a Van Fan? Facts and trivia about Vancouver. We can do Buble or Bust. Do you know Michael Buble that well?
No, I don't know very well. I'm just a fan.
Bare Naked Karaoke.
Let's do Vancouver.
Oh, okay.
The Bare Naked one is tough.
I don't know much, though.
Okay, that's fine. I'm from here, and I get everything wrong all the time, too, so it's okay. No judgments here. Are you a van fan? So we got a screen behind you from SW Event Technology. They're awesome. And we're going to get the question, the trivia question, on the screen here, which we'll read out to you. It's going to be true or false question.
Okay.
Okay. You want to read it?
Yes. Okay. True or false? According to Amazon.com, Vancouver is the 7th most romantic city in the nation, based on residents' purchases at the online retailer. So I guess they're.
I wonder what they're buying.
7th most romantic. Okay. Yeah. Now you had a little trick for this. That's a lot of information. You think for
Right.
it to be false?
In my opinion, when you have this much information, although I've been proven wrong on this since, when you're saying 7th most, like that's a lot to have it not be true. But that's been my strategy, and I've also done quite badly in this game. So
and we read their questions before.
So it's a yes or no, huh?
True or false?
True or false?
Yeah.
I'm just going to guess true.
Okay.
Is it?
Here we go.
Are you going to tell me?
No, we're going to find
Oh.
out. So, how amorous are the citizens of Vancouver? True. There we go.
7th most. Yeah, you got it.
All right. Buffy.
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 We just like chanting. Anyone that comes in here, it's just like feels good.
Apparently.
I like the idea of calling that romantic, though. The idea that like what they're buying is romantic.
Yeah, no. Do we know what the criteria were?
I don't think we know.
I think it's items from
did it have lace?
Amazon.
Yeah.
I don't know.
from
It
Amazon.
could be a book from,
I know what it was.
Buffy, thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations on your Juno win.
Thanks, guys.
And thank you for all the conversations that you're,
thank
you know,
you.
leading around all these issues.
You guys
Thank you so much.
Have a great time. See ya.
You too. Enjoy
Cheers.
the rest of the Junos.
So
That was fun. 7th most romantic.
I do want to know what a romantic purchase entails. So, speaking of romantic,
Yep.
That wasn't a segue.
No, it wasn't a segue.
You try a segue.
Oh, okay. We're going to talk to the very romantical Lana Gay, who's backstage with Charlotte Cardin right now here at the Junos. Yes, I tried.
Have the fans, influence the choice. Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you taking the time. We know you're going on stage in just a few, but thank you so much and congrats.
Thank you.
Wonderful, Charlotte Cardin. Excellent.
Oh, we're back.
We were just fangirling over Buffy, but
we were just sort of all like,
we love you, Buffy.
thank you.
And they're still in
Creepy.
it. Okay, I know it's weird.
Thoroughly creepy.
Oh, thank you so
Thank you
much.
so
Thanks
much.
for waiting. Wow.
So
Great conversation.
Somebody using the JUNO TV Live hashtag. We have Matthew Astorga saying, Jan Arden getting down between filming is literally everything. Hashtag slay my life. Hashtag JUNO TV Live.
Can you say that again? What was that?
I don't know. It's just Jan Arden
Jan Arden.
getting down between filming.
Oh, yeah.
And then
She's busy. They're busy back there.
yeah, they're super busy. So we've got Arena Maria Stanton, who's watching from Buffalo right now. Karen Worth loved the Arkells, said Arkells for the win. We've got Joanne Alexander, hello from Mama Bear in Saskatoon.
What's happening right now is Diana Krall is performing with Michael Buble. They're looking into each other's
They're
eyes.
gazing. There's a heavy
she's
gaze
rocking
happening.
Out. She's got all these sparkles going on. It's adorable.
Okay, I
you
get
can
that it's a
toggle
duet.
at
What do you think? We're
junotv.ca.
stupid? Is that you? Are you typing
What
this?
happened?
That come on. Okay, so
What did it
sorry.
say?
We have two screens in front of us.
Yeah.
We have a screen that shows us program, and we have
a screen that we stare at ourselves at.
Yeah, we're.
Okay, and then the one that we're supposed to pay attention to, Sam, is right there, which
I'm not paying attention to anyone else but my beautiful body clothed in Simon's clothes. Anyway, there's another screen that like
Right.
lets us know that Buffy's
Diana
coming
Krall
or whatever.
is
and
on
you have,
stage with Michael Bublé.
So we were like, Michael Bublé and Diana Krall are performing together. Then someone wrote duet on it. Like we wouldn't have known that's when two people sing a song together. That's what it's called.
Was this like a game of Family Feud that we didn't know we were playing? Like, what? What is duet?
What are different ways that you can sing with a person? Show me duet. Yes, that's what Diana Krall and Michael
There
Bublé
we
were
go.
doing.
All right. That's nice.
And then, so we mentioned, I think Chelsea Loos watching from Saskatoon. Is this
That's
your
my
sister?
That's my sister.
So hi, Chelsea. And
you
she's
said Loose too. You didn't call her Loose One. You kept calling me Loose all weekend long. You
Yeah,
actually
because
said
I'm
Loose,
trying to
now
be
you're my
respectful
friend.
now in a professional
now
context.
You're trying to be respectful.
Look, we've gone
Nice.
through. We've been forged in fire.
Speaking of fire, I also wanted to mention that the Arkells were just on stage as well before Diana Krall and Michael Bublé, and apparently it was fire. We saw the pyro.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully they'll be coming back here.
Yeah, we are getting Humble the Poet, though.
Ooh, I'm so excited. Humble the Poet, a Juno blogger. I actually picked up his book. I went to the Philippines a couple months ago, and that's the first
Just
time I
to
heard
buy
about
the book?
I went to the Philippines.
You traveled to the Philippines to buy a book?
With the book.
Oh, with the book.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I love his writing. I love his outlook on life. And he's also a musician as well. I think he's from Toronto. Do you know about Humble the Poet? I think he's from Toronto. So he's going to be joining us. And we'll talk to him about his experience as being a Juno blogger and maybe how he feels about the Instagram algorithm update.
Right. It's a big one. We've sort of abandoned that
Follow
that side of the
follow, though.
Follow. We're going to let him know.
Yeah.
And then another comment in the Facebook that I think we need to acknowledge. Well, no, it's fine. 'Cause I just feel like I'm the Facebook guy here.
Yeah, it's good.
Nicole Villeneuve wanted to give, I think, you specifically a heads up that the reason that I think M&M's and popcorn is freaky is because I don't like chocolate, and I am truly the freaky one.
You don't like chocolate at all?
I think it tastes like
Were you forced to have it as a kid and you just found it disgusting?
I think it tastes insanely bad. We've got Humble the Poet. Come on in.
Come
hang.
in. Humble, 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 humble. How about here?
Yeah, there we go.
Welcome.
Awesome.
How are you?
Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Here's your microphone, which also is color coordinated for you.
Yes, we planned it all out.
What's the shirt say here?
The shirt says, "Don't forget John River," a very talented hip-hop artist out of Toronto who is battling a severe brain condition that he's just working with, and he's a really bright talent. And his family, they were having an event in Toronto this weekend, asking me to help raise awareness, and I'm like, I can't be there, but I can do my best here. And he's a friend of a lot of people. I actually met Jesse Reyes through him. So he's just a great person, and I want to keep his memory alive, and he's fighting strong, and just want to know that he's not forgotten.
Is this your first JUNO experience?
This is my first official JUNO experience. I've done some press for the JUNOs before, but I didn't get to make it out to the event before, so this is my first time.
What was it about the JUNOs being held in Vancouver that convinced you to come? Was it Jesse Reyes, or was it something else?
Well, I mean, being in Vancouver in general, any excuse to be out here, I'm definitely going to be coming
West
out here.
Coast is the best coast. Like, Sam's from Toronto. He says West Coast is a very good coast. Or maybe you didn't even say very good. You said it was a fine coast.
I think I said it was good. Look, I just like to hedge. I don't want to commit.
I mean, I agree with him. I'm Toronto born and raised, and I am extremely passionate about the East Coast when it comes to that. But I mean, it does get a little bit chilly, and to be able to walk around at night here, it feels wonderful. The city is beautiful. People are so kind and warm out here.
What's the coolest thing that you've done here in Vancouver through the JUNOs? And people can follow you at your social handle, which is
At Humble the Poet. Yeah. Last night I went to the Jesse Reyes show for JUNO Fest, and she brought out the entire Northern Touch, and we got to watch that reunion happen, which was history in itself. And then right after, get to watch Daniel Caesar perform, and it was amazing. So it's just like a memorable moment realizing that. And I found myself partying next to Jagmeet Singh, our NDP leader, and he was just in the crowd enjoying it. So I was just like, only in Canada can we do such amazing things with such a wide range of diverse, amazing people.
That's incredible. Now, I think we need to go to, so Lana is backstage with Eric McCormick, so we got to get that Will and Grace check-in right now. Humble, thank you so much for joining us,
Thank you for having me.
Much appreciated. Thank you.
Love you.
Of polite, and I think the world is inspired by that. I think it's important. It's important. Like for instance, Jim Cuddy, who
Jim Cuddy's here.
Wherever he goes, he spreads cheer.
Congratulations.
It's true. Jim, we're on JUNO TV.
Oh, sorry.
How are you feeling? How's it going?
Well, I can tell you the highlight of my weekend.
Absolutely.
I won the quiz on JUNO TV. Yeah, the one about Vancouver. How well did you know Vancouver? Captain Vancouver, real guy or not real guy?
Real guy.
What did he do?
He was in construction by day.
He's a Vancouverite, and he just got that wrong.
Is that right? But it seemed like a plausible idea by day. But then at night, the shirt gets ripped open.
He's a very good, you know what, BSer, but he is wrong.
So what is the right answer?
Well, the right answer is yes, Captain Vancouver was an explorer in the 1700s and discovered this coast. And honestly, you want to know the truth? I just said that. I had no idea.
No leotard? I'm so upset.
And nailed it. Highlight of the weekend.
The 1700s, a lot of leotards going on. A lot of leotards. Oh, you're right. So yeah.
This is why these guys don't know anything. Because they can't stop joking. And they were probably like this in school.
Zero substance.
They know nothing. Nothing. They don't even know how to tie their shoes, as you can see.
These don't even have laces.
Of course. You never thought, I'll make a joke instead of learning.
Yeah, we grew up in the era of Velcro, so we don't need to know anything. Velcro.
Oh, Velcro.
I miss it. I can never get enough. Imagine hockey gear without Velcro. Those guys.
It all comes back to hockey. Were you part of the JUNO Cup? Yes.
Yes, I was. Yeah. Yes, the JUNO Cup was extraordinary this year. We came extremely close to winning. We tied. So we're now 1-15-1.
Who did you lose the JUNO Cup to? Please don't tell me Americans.
NHLers. NHLers. All musicians against NHLers.
Congratulations. Thank you so much. I feel like, thank you guys. This has been, I'm sorry that you did not win, you tied the JUNO Cup. Jim Cuddy.
All right, tying is good. Tying was good.
Are they pulling us away?
I feel like it might be time for you to run.
They're not pulling us away.
No others of us are here.
Well, thank you so much.
JC and I are joining the ladies for $1 million. So excited. You should be tuning in. Tune in right now. Stop watching this and start watching the Junos.
9 feeds. We're covering everything. Thank you for being part of this. Wonderful to see you.
So great to see you.
Yes, excellent. Amazing. Everyone's together back here at the Junos. Everyone's going on stage. And we'll be back to Casey, Joe, and Sam backstage at the Apple Music Lounge. We'll see you in a bit.
Was that just a surprise that was revealed?
No, nothing happened. Nothing happened, Casey Joe.
Is this?
Tell
can
me
we
how
go
your
back
sister
and
ended
delete
up in
that?
Saskatoon, because you're from Victoria. You spent time in Toronto.
I'm from Cedar, outside of Nanaimo, originally. Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Okay. Well, now you have.
Okay. And so, what's your sister doing in Saskatoon?
She's visiting my mom.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, they're having a nice old time, and
They're
I'm here with
watching this?
you. Yeah.
That's so sad. I'm so sorry for you.
I know, it's okay. It's all right. Yeah.
Who do you think's having a better time?
Me, for sure.
You met Humble the Poet?
We got a pre-record with lights that we're gonna check out.
Because I can hear the transitions.
I've got the sweet voice of joy in my ear. So let's check out.
It always feels like I'm being cut off.
Let's see how Lights was feeling.
When will I be free?
Played Giants, incredibly powerful because it's following a speech about female empowerment and the empowerment of our musicians in Canada, our female musicians in Canada. And I was given the opportunity to draw 12 of the female nominees, like comic style, the way that I do my comic characters. And it was special because Giants itself is a very empowering song, and it's about coming out of a time feeling controlled and moving it into a time of empowerment. I think that's what's happening right now. I think one of the most fun women to draw, I think Grimes did the introduction. Buffy St. Marie and Grimes, 2 amazing women. Tanya Tagaq was fun to draw. She just has this like power to her when she stands. All these women have power to her when she stands, and I had to think about a lot of that when I was drawing them. Like Devregine from Arcade Fire, and she just got this like flowy robe, and she's just like doing magic, and she still looks so powerful. So it was a good experience. We did the first half solo with piano and a string section, and then brought the band in for the second verse. And it's nice to do something different from what I normally do on tour. Get something totally special for the Junos, a special performance just for this.
Guys,
Lights is incredible.
She's amazing.
Have you heard her new record?
Yeah, it's so good.
Did you see the graphic novel that she created?
I haven't read the graphic novel, but I know that she did it, and I think it's like, I have such respect for people whose creative interests and talents manage to bridge so many disparate mediums. I mean, often people who are great musicians are also incredible visual artists, but I'm just so half good at a few things. For someone to be
like mediocre at very best.
Yeah, real like I'm a
you,
jack of some trades.
Many trades, yes.
And people
should we draw each other? Because she drew all those artists. Should we draw each other?
We definitely can we get a pen and paper?
I think that's a bad idea.
I'm so terrible at all that.
No. And she's a true joy. We can't.
But I think it's remarkable, people who are great musicians and they end up being incredible film directors, or it's just it's a level of sort of omnivorous creativity that I could not even attempt, because this is literally the only talent I have. Talking.
Let's talk about Lana Gay, who's still backstage. She is thriving, surviving. She's going to be talking with the jerry cans.
She is doing better than thriving. She is excelling down there. She's getting Getty. She got Eric McMorris. She's about to get the jerry cans.
They're talking about ripping shirts off and we're going to go to Lana with the jerry cans right now backstage.
Known outside of Nunavut, but they will be, and that's something I think that, and it's metal, it's pop music, it's blues music, it's soul music. There's such a diverse music scene there that it's just a matter of making the connections and kind of sharing that with Canada, and it'll happen.
You taught me about the term Southerners, which is, if you want to explain it.
Well, Southerner is somebody that lives down south, and I know in Toronto and Ottawa that might mean something differently, but Southerners are anybody south of the Arctic Circle, I guess. I don't know.
But for Southerners, I heard when you guys were starting out, there was a lot of pressure to sing in English. And you stuck with Inuktitut.
Very much, and that's something that it's also, there was lots of tears, I think, amongst our band today, just because it's seen as a really big accomplishment to have Inuktitut music on stage on a national broadcast, and people up north are super stoked, and I think that it's something that's very important and critical at this time, but also it's about time that happened, and I think that it doesn't matter what language the music is in, it still should be valued and honored in Canadian music.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for taking the time. I hear you're going back up on stage one more time.
Yeah, we're gonna do a little Bare Naked Ladies backup singing.
Nice. Well, thank you so much for taking the time. It's so great to see you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. There we go, Andrew from the Jerry Cans, also part of what seems to be a lot of people joining the Bare Naked Ladies at the end of Juno's, which would be great. Back to Casey, Joe, and Sam.
I guess nothing is holy anymore, huh?
This is the place where you get the inside scoop.
I get told all these things I
pull
can't
back
say.
the veil.
They say, don't talk about this, Sam. Don't talk.
Did you get a list?
Caged bird.
I never got a list of things that we're not supposed to talk about.
I got a list.
Yeah? What is it? What?
Can't talk about them.
Okay.
All
Someone
highly
that we
controversial
should talk
topics.
about is Mark Mcmorris,
Yeah.
Olympic snowboarder. Saw him on stage a couple times, actually.
I feel like he's been very prominent. He came down the red carpet. We got to chat.
Yeah, what were you guys talking about?
Just talked about shredding the gnar.
I love shredding the gnar. I say gnar, because
Yeah.
that's the way. Shred the gnar.
Yeah, you might as well just,
Look
read
at
it
you,
out for-
slapping the bass and shredding the gnar. Okay, classic.
I
Classic,
just,
Sam.
I mean, you earlier when I was on the red carpet, you guys did have a sick count going, right? For how
Oh,
many times I
yeah,
called
hold
things
on. That
sick?
was... We were.
Oh, it's-
we
yeah, it's-
started a drinking game.
So,
Sam, sick count, but
what-
I think it was like at least 37.
Yeah, I want to make something very clear. You are absolutely drunk as a skunk right now.
Oh
'Cause
yeah,
totally. That's a tremendous
like,
number
I
of
could
shots.
never be here.
And this is-
and then Jessie Reyes said, "What does she do before she goes on stage?"
Shot of whiskey.
Shot of whiskey, and I just did like 20. Of
So
them.
you're really ready to go on stage.
Yeah.
You are holding it together remarkably well. Like, I can't tell that you've had one shot, let alone 37 shots. And so congratulations on your
One
ability
for
to...
every year I've been alive. No, it's not 37, but that was a test to see
How I was supposed to respond or whatever?
Yeah.
No, that's not right.
Okay,
That
back
can't
to
be
what's
right.
going on at the awards here.
Everyone's standing and
up.
clapping.
What
And
happened?
Patrick Downey is getting up. So
Here we go.
Obviously, some gourd. There's some gourd happening. So
Yes.
I can't wait to watch that Dallas Green Sarah Hummer thing.
I
It's going to
know.
be incredible.
But do you like go to a safe place where you can curl in a ball?
I spend the first hour after this is all over. I go back to my hotel room and I turn off all the lights.
look at
and
yourself
I
in the mirror.
No, I can't look at myself at that point because of all the terrible things that I've done and said over the last 2 days.
Mhm.
And I just sit there in silence for half an hour and I think, this is true beauty. And then I go back out into the ugly world and attempt to engage with it.
Okay. We got some more exciting things to look forward to here at the Junos, including the Bare Naked Ladies performance.
Yes!
Which sounds like they've recruited so many different amazing icons to get on stage with them.
it
I hope
sounds
they have more
insane.
surprises.
We're gonna stop. Like, it's gonna be one of those things where like we're just gonna go watch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sneak into the Budweiser box and just get in the mix.
Do you think they've like recruited everybody that's here today to flood
I think we're
the
in
stage?
it. No, we're in the performance.
Oh, we are.
Yeah.
Okay, that was
and it's
not
sponsored by Simons, Simons, and CreativeBC, and Apple
Music.
Have an apple today.
and SW Event Technology.
Thank you. I don't know that like.
Do
to
we
be
know
fair,
what the SW stands for?
Yeah. What does the SW stand for? Is it one of your initials?
They don't know. I don't know. I just work here. Sound waves.
Sound waves. Okay.
Yes,
Now
like
I don't want to get into this. There we go. I mean,
That screen, man, so good, so good, and it matches the beautiful set designed and produced by Des.
yeah. This set does look so good.
Mm-hmm.
Everything here is awesome.
Do you think I could run out of here with the plants afterwards? Like, do you think I could even lift one of these bad boys
Yeah. I think-
behind the two ferns over there? Do you think
I've
I
seen
could?
you like lifting. I think you're very strong. I think you could do it. Yeah. Thank you so much to the Karis team. Thank you so much to the
Yes.
SW team
So
for
many
making
people
us
have
look
worked on
good.
this,
Yeah, it's
for
incredible.
for way too long.
They were here. So this set again. Last night, this was you mentioned this already. This
Yeah.
was the convention center.
Mhm.
Now we're in the Rogers Arena. So I believe people were here until 3 a.m. I was told, building this set again.
7.
7 a.m. So like
I will
I'm sitting
openly
here being
weep
like,
now.
I'm tired.
Some of them didn't leave.
Yeah. Did you guys sleep? Who slept here?
Oh,
Jesus Christ! 4 people just put up their hand. All right, yeah, thank you. So,
like way to
thank you.
I
This
feel-
is we will standing ovate. Bless. Thank you so much, guys. Oh my God. Well, this is going to make my next
We
point.
made like not even a shred of a difference that we just like stood up in class.
No,
right then, but,
that's
like,
it. Would you say
they're
that
like,
was
"It's all
meaningful
worth
to you
it."
guys? Did that make it all okay? Okay, I'm getting.
Sorry, we gotta.
Are you still mad about slapping the
guy-
bass? Is that the problem? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. holding it against me.
You are very committed to your craft, so thank you so much. I don't know
Now,
how.
This is going to undercut the point that we were just trying to make, but
Right.
as we
What
talk
was the
about,
point? Let's get to it.
well, I'm still going to make it. This is the problem.
Okay.
So, you know, we've talked about our incredible sponsors,
Mhm.
Simon's, Apple Music,
Yep.
CreativeBC.
Yep.
And then we keep obviously giving credit to SW.
Lana's got an interview.
However,
Let's get interrupted. Lana's got an interview.
Oh, okay,
We
fine.
got to go to Lana. She's backstage. She's got somebody cool. Lana Gay.
It's been fun. I'm just the sideman to Jan. She's very good at what she does.
As are you. You're a legend. Bob Rock. You're amazing. Actually, you know what?
What?
Your daughter-in-law did my makeup.
Oh, yes. Jen. Yeah.
I heard that sometimes you have to play Christmas records in the summer.
Yes. I do, yeah. That's when you make Christmas records, in the summer.
What do the Junos mean to you? You've been in this industry for some time. You've worked with so many musicians. What do the Junos mean for you?
It's a celebration of Canadian music, which I love. I love Canada. I love, you know, I'm a Canadian. Through and through, absolutely.
Are you going to be singing up on stage with the Bare Naked Ladies?
No, I don't think so. But
I'm not saying that's a test of your Canadianness by any means.
they wouldn't want me singing. It's kind of like a whine. It's not really singing, so I stay away from that.
I find that hard to believe. You've obviously been through so many changes in technology when it comes to the recording process. What do you think about how there's so many artists now going back to analog and going back to older ways of doing things?
There's a couple of things that are great about it. One, when you go back to analog, you got to use less tracks, so people are playing live again. But you know, I came from analog, so I like digital.
Oh, interesting. I didn't expect that.
Well, a lot of people love analog because it kind of does something that people like. But if you record it properly and you use the right microphones, you can get the best of all worlds. That's why I love it. I could talk for a long time about this.
I heard there was a really interesting technique you used with Jan's record where you, just for her pitch, you put up different speakers around.
That's a thing to make somebody comfortable. Michael does it sometimes, you know, and so I did it with Jan. It allows her freedom, you know. It's like singing live beside a piano player. It just I don't know. They stop worrying about trying to be in tune, right? And they just perform. So that's why I do it.
Amazing. Well, it's been so great to talk to you. Thanks for taking the time.
No problem.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Good question.
Well, thank you.
Look at that hair. Bob Rock with the hair.
What a legend. He's literally done everything.
He's recorded everything under the sun. My favorite thing about Bob Rock is that he learned to record. I mean, he's from Vancouver. He lives in Hawaii now. He's a very fancy boy.
That's what people do. They're
You
born
get
here
money
and then they leave.
and you move to Hawaii. So before we talk about Bob Rock, we have Mayor Robson, Mayor Brown. How's it going?
Doing well.
Thanks for joining us. Mayors. Come on in, take a seat.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, the thing is, you're gonna have to share this mic. Can you do it?
Yeah, we can do that.
You guys are best friends now, or what?
We are.
Yeah,
We worked together really well over the past bunch of years.
That's what mayors do. We
Well,
work together.
so many questions here. First of all, thanks for coming. And we had the Junos here in 2009. I was at
Right.
the announce,
Right. Yeah.
and you said that you had some work to do to make up for what happened in 2009 because we were a little bit distracted with the Olympics. Did you think that you made it up?
Absolutely. I think, we had the Olympics in 2010. We were preparing for that. And I think we did a good job in 2009. Vancouver, we love to host big events. Obviously, Junos are a huge one for us, but we knew we could take it to the next level this time. That was the goal, was to really bump it up and make sure our music industry here, which is huge and very successful globally, got to really represent. So I think we've done a good job of hosting.
And this is your last term as mayor, so you wanted to make sure that you did the best job, right?
Yeah, finish strong.
Now, you guys just been out partying every night, or what's been going on for your Juno experience? What have you been doing?
That's host duties.
We've had a great time in
bunking in
Vancouver.
together, or what?
Always have a great time in Vancouver. It's such an incredible city. One of the best cities here in Canada. At least the second best city in Canada, I'd have to say.
Right.
No competition,
Yeah.
right? But
And are you excited about the handoff now? Are you feeling ready for next year? Have you learned any tips and tricks here?
My gosh, we've spent just the entire past several months, just learning what Vancouver's done. We're standing on the shoulder of giants. There's no question about that. London is a city of 400,000 people. We're a pretty small market to be able to host the Junos, and we are so excited. We are going to be a music city. It's not going to be Junos. It's not going to be Junos Week. It's going to be Junos Year in London next year.
And they have Justin Bieber from London.
Well, that's true. Justin Bieber was born in London.
Is he going to show up to your Junos and he didn't come to this one?
That's a great question. And stay tuned.
Right. Oh, hook there.
Gonna put the gears to him, eh? You got those mayoral powers. I'm sure you can do a lot, right? And what does that mean? What does the Junos Year mean to you? Have you started conceptualizing it, or is that still like in the planning stage?
Well, I mean, arts and culture are so important to every community in Canada. It's so important to the London community. And what it means is it's going to give us an opportunity to really highlight some of the local talent that we have. It really is incredible to see the kind of emerging talent that we have in our community. This is going to give us a chance to really showcase that to the entire nation.
Which is truly important.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's been big for us. We've used the hosting Junos Year basically to do a music city strategy, and a number of cities across Canada are now doing music city strategies because the music industry is huge. Canadian musicians and talent and producers are dominating the world right now. We are a superpower globally.
Yeah,
in
we
music.
made some bad career choices, Sam. We should have been a producer. I don't know.
You're talking to a couple of mayors.
Yeah.
It's all relative.
I was going to say we should play a game, but I guess we've run out of time.
We're out of time.
We have a game here. We're doing you proud. It's Are You a Van Fan? So any presenter or artist or anyone that's come by to hang out with us, we ask them trivia about Vancouver. But you already know everything.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. The answer is Stanley Park every time. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Thanks for your time.
And good luck next year.
Thank you so much.
Good
Great.
luck, London.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you so
And
much.
good luck next year with your life.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. So I think we're about to get Mark Mcmorris too. We're going to trade mayors for mix. I think is something like that.
Mayors
so you guys
for
can
mix.
scoot off, make room for
But we think you're
snowboarders.
wonderful. That's it.
Yeah.
Thank you. See
Cheers,
you later
guys.
at the after parties. Yeah. Oh.
I'm going
He's
after.
like,
after,
I'm going out.
I'm going after tonight. I was a very well behaved young man.
I know, this whole
last
time
night.
you've been
And that's
so well
over.
behaved.
Mark Mcmorris, how's it going, buddy?
Mark,
Good to see you, man.
Mark. How are you? Okay, nice.
How are you?
Okay, come on
This
in.
is lovely.
Hey, thank you.
Very
Simon's. You ever been to
spring.
Simon's? Great Canadian company. Here's your mic.
Thank you.
Have a seat.
So, Mark, how's your Juno night been right now?
That was a big sigh.
That was a
It
big
like
sigh.
deep sigh.
It's been a long Juno week. I didn't know this was such an event. You know, lots of fun stuff going on. Played in the charity hockey game, which was really cool, and then I was pretty nervous all day because I don't know. I'm used to being able to rely on physical capability to get me where I want to go, but saying lines and presenting award was definitely a little nerve wracking.
We saw you on stage. Like, what was that experience like for you? Just I've been asking so many people that have presented, do you just black out the whole time or
full
what?
blackout.
Really?
Blackout or back out, yep. Don't really know what's going on. No. Yeah, there's a teleprompter. It's not as hard as you think, but there's a lot of people out there, so it's definitely nerve-wracking. It's cool, though. A different thing for me, stepping outside of my comfort zone and getting those butterflies in a different setting is pretty cool.
What was your favorite performance that you saw tonight?
Still have I bet
right
you
now
this
the
one
Ladies.
is the best,
Yeah.
and I'm doing an interview. No, I'm joking.
We're with you, man.
Arcade Fire was
Buble.
unbelievable. Arkells, but for sure the best for me was the Downey tribute. So
We're going to press like a quick pause. Lana Gay is backstage with Michael Buble, the host with the most.
look at that.
Yo, getting
country, and this is a great awards. I mean, it's a great ceremony. I think it's the best music ceremony. I'm not saying that. I mean it. No, I'll keep it. It's okay. I'm used to it. So no, I'm really proud. I couldn't ask for more. Great performances. Everybody, beautiful acceptance speeches. Everybody was gracious and classy, and nice to be home.
That's beautiful. Now, the Junos, of course, can mean so many things, but what do they actually mean to you?
I think for me, it was a great marker for how I had done. You know, like no one could ever take away the nomination. I know winning is awesome, but the truth is when you're nominated amongst people that you have so much respect for, you learn that it really is all about the nom. Really, because you know that if you walk like a duck and you talk like a duck, people will assume you're a duck.
I never expected that, but
There's some pretty amazing ducks in this,
there are some amazing ducks
industry.
in this
Yeah.
Well, enjoy the rest of your Junos night. Thank you so much for taking the time.
You're doing a great job. I saw you were working your butt off all night, and I appreciate it greatly.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Complimented by
Lana
Buble,
Gay.
our own Lana
Holy
Gay.
smokes.
Hell
when
yes.
you were talking to him earlier, she said that she had the Buble jealousy, but it looks like all is well.
Looks like we are the jealous. So
I'm
Ria May is
jealous.
either here or about to be here.
Ria May,
which is
nominated for Pop Album of the Year. I'm excited to talk to her.
Hell
she's
yes.
absolutely incredible. Her music's so good.
Yes.
So she's going to be stopping by here shortly.
Gotta say, that Buble speaking voice is enchanting.
I saw on Twitter earlier somebody asked a question, hashtag JUNO TV Live, does Michael Buble have a new accent? Do you think he
I feel like
sounds
he's
different?
always- I can't do it. He's like, I don't know.
You're trying to do like a weak Matthew McConaughey? Or
Yeah,
like,
they're
all right.
all right. Also, we should let people know we let Mark Mcmorris go because
Yes.
he was sort of sitting here while that was unfolding. We had no
Yep.
idea how long it was going to go,
And then
we
the
felt
Bare Naked Ladies
we felt
reunion's
really
happening.
bad, sort of keeping
There's
him from.
balloons with that are being popped full of money right now.
Yeah.
Money or maybe gift certificates for
You think
poke
this is real?
bowls at Rogers
Oh.
Arena. I don't know.
Delicious poke bowls. Perhaps these are future coupons for the placenta smoothies that the Rogers Arena will be
Why?
serving when
Was
we're back
that
here
a thing that
in
people
2017.
Mm.
Okay, so again, if you're watching us, what is wrong with you? The entire Northern Touch crew is on stage.
Right,
Jan
Jan
Arden.
Arden.
Everyone, like all of Canada, is on stage right now performing with the Bare Naked Ladies
is incredible.
and Stephen Page. So already, that's like a big money op. You've got Jim Cuddy. You've got Craig from The Odds.
Nice.
Like, what are you doing? You got the jerry cans. Like, this is a very special moment, guys. You know, I've always wondered what it would be like to be one of these people. Like,
Who's good and talented?
no,
or?
I can't even imagine watching Cardi get down to this is quite entertaining.
Okay, let's
but
bring Ria.
okay, so is Ria May here?
Yeah.
Hello,
Ria.
How's it going?
Ria. Welcome. Come on in.
Take a seat.
We've got your microphone for you.
Okay.
How you doing?
How close am I?
Snuggle in.
Have you ever been part of one of these like massive sing-alongs?
Back home in the East Coast, we do sing-alongs every night.
Right. The
Yeah.
Kitchen Kayleys?
Yeah, kitchen parties, kitchen Kayleys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, because I always wonder, I feel like people sometimes look really uncomfortable in these big group sing-alongs.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
they'll show
but
5 people who look like they're owning it.
Jaren's killing it.
Oh, I know, she's the
Yeah,
best.
no, that you can be. I'm uncomfortable. I'm the most uncomfortable when they're happening. I'm like, swing your arm up, just do the words.
But what if you're leading the sing along? Is it different than if you're a joiner? Because if you're a joiner, is it more fun? Or?
Yeah, if you're leading it, it's the best. If you're a joiner, yeah. At the end of a lot of festivals back home, really, at the end of the night is always all the bands come back on, and sometimes I just carry a trumpet and pretend to play it.
Oh, that's
Yeah, I'm like,
just something to do.
yeah, something to do. That's
Love it.
easier. Yeah.
So how's your like Juno experience been so far?
It's been an awesome weekend. It's been, 2 years ago was the first time I was nominated, and I was a bit shocked. I don't even remember it. So this is the first one I'm kind of comfortable. I'm taking it in, and it feels like a bit like summer camp. I get to see all my friends that I've toured with or played shows with throughout the year.
Who are
and-
the people that you love the most? Shout them out.
Scott Hellman, who I did a big tour with this year. Love seeing Sean Hook. Love seeing Cave Boy. Just Tom Powers, buddy from back home. Everyone's here.
That's amazing.
And what's been the best part of your Juno experience in Vancouver? Like, what are some of the events that you've been going to and hanging out and participating in besides today?
Yesterday, of course. We played Juno Fest on Friday, and it was
the
just
art gallery
down at Venue.
Oh, you're at Venue.
Venue
Okay.
called Venue. Yeah. That was really nice. Like, just a beautiful group of people came out, and it was like it was just made the weekend amazing no matter what happened. But then it just kept getting great too. I don't know. It's just a great weekend. I can't say enough.
Okay, sorry, we love you so much. You're amazing. Congratulations
I don't know,
on
I'm
your
doing this.
nomination. I just got like a little bit in my ear that we got Lana Gay backstage with Diana Krall, so we're just going to throw to her real quick, but
Cool.
hang tight.
Yes.
This Juno's been particular.
And working with Michael?
Yeah, great.
I mean, I'm sure you've worked together before.
I'm still the fan though, so I'm playing and I'm going, oh my God, it's Michael Buble. I better get my stuff together. I better know what I'm doing.
And also, it's pretty much a hometown show as well.
Yeah, from Nanaimo, and yeah. Thank you again.
Thank you. Okay, well, enjoy the rest of your Juno.
Great, you too. You're doing a great job. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much. The wonderful Diana Krall. Thank you. Wonderful.
Fantastic job.
So we were just talking while Lana was doing that about all the responsible things that we're going to do tonight now that none of us have tasks anymore.
That's right.
So what's the first responsible thing you're going to do when you're done here?
I'm going to have a responsible old-fashioned drink.
Ooh, so good.
Yeah. And then maybe a glass of wine, and then maybe a glass of beer.
And then maybe some more.
And maybe
then
some more. I don't know. We don't know.
Repeat, that's like...
Maybe you'll be like doing a little sing-along at the end of the night.
Exactly. I'll probably be leading a sing-along, so you guys are welcome to join.
Whoa,
Yeah.
let's do it. Can we ask you one more quick question
Yeah.
from Twitter? This is from Riley on our Facebook page at the JUNO Awards. What do you like the most about performing for your fans?
Geez, my heart is in songwriting, and I spend so much time alone. And the majority of my time is just alone, and so I love kind of bringing the songs to life. You're not there when people hear your songs, but you're there when they come to see you live. So I feel like it's a way I can really express the emotion intended behind it. And plus, I just love meeting people and hugging people that are nice to me online that I've never met in person. The whole experience is just wonderful.
What about hugging people that you just met right now?
Yes.
That was lovely. Thank you so much for your time. No, it was
awkwardly
good.
lovely.
No.
I need an old-fashioned.
Yeah. A few old fashions, then I'm all about hugs.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations on your nomination.
Thank you.
Thanks for hanging out. Take that and shake your hand. And see you later.
There you go. Yes, good. After the hug, the handshake
have
felt
so
so
much fun.
formal.
See you in the kitchen later.
So we've got Tyler Connolly from Theory here now. Come on in.
Tyler.
It was the bouncing really made it look like it was all going to happen. How's it going, man? Thanks for joining.
How are you? Come on in. Here's your microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. You want to sit here? You want to sit over there? You want some space?
No, I can sit right here.
Is this nice? There you
Nice
go.
and cozy. I like
Okay.
this. Is great.
How are you feeling? Have you just been being catered off or pushed off to so many different places tonight? Have you had a chance to take it all in?
Well, I got to watch most of the show,
Mm-hmm.
but I missed the Bare Naked Ladies. But it's all right.
So
'cause
did
I'm with
we.
you guys, which is better.
We are so much better than the Bare Naked Ladies.
Consolation prize.
No. I've always said Bare Naked Ladies are good. I'm better. It's my personal motto.
Is that like you got some tattoo somewhere?
It's
a chest piece. Yeah.
It's a tramp stamp.
Truly stupid. Well, I have it in a few places, so wherever you're looking at me from, you know, and I know.
Right, that's
We're
right.
on a level
I like
playing
that.
field then. Yeah, it's good.
I wonder if they know that.
How was it to be on stage tonight?
It was great, and man, the talent tonight, Arcade Fire last night was talking about how, it's great to watch other musicians and be in awe, and that makes you want to go home and be better.
Mm-hmm.
That's after watching this show today or tonight, I was like, okay, I need to go home and
So,
take some singing lessons.
You're going to be ripping off some
Man.
of the artists here. Is that what's going to happen? The
No
new
ripping
Theory
off,
music
but-
is sounds like Jessie Reyes a little bit, or
Well, if I could sing like that, sure. I'll rip that. Can I rip that off?
Yeah.
That'd be great, man.
Besides missing B&L, what was the highlight when you were in there? Because we were watching it all on the screen and kind of guessing how good it was.
Arkells were great. That was fantastic. A lot of great energy. But Gord Downey for me. I mean, even him winning the award that I presented, that was for me. That was. I grew up listening to Tragically Hip, so that was a huge thing for me.
It looked like a really emotional moment in the room.
It was, yeah. And last night at the gala, he won some, so his brothers came up and had some speeches, and it was just so heartfelt. It was amazing.
What does it mean to you to be part of that continuum then? Because you grew up listening to the band, and then to be on stage sort of representing your own art and be able to sort of announce, this is an important award for him and for the family. We saw, Pearl Wenjack as well in the audience.
Our first show we ever did, we drove in a van from here to Alberta. It was about a 10 or 12-hour drive straight overnight. Was playing a show with Tragically Hip. It was our first ever show.
your first ever
Yeah.
show. How did you score that?
Well, we almost didn't score because we got there and it was so windy that we were the first band on, and they bumped us, and Gord was so upset. He was like, "Why can't we all just cut 5 minutes from our sets to let you guys play?" And he gave us a shout out on stage, and we were able to play the beer garden after they played, and everyone came. They said, "Go over, when we're done, go over and check out Theory of a Dead." This was I don't know how many years ago, 17 years ago or something. And from that moment on, we're like, so that's a rock star right there. Like that, it taught us so much so early on what you should do, right? So
Also,
that's what we want to continue, not to cut you off.
No.
Right.
I feel like playing the beer tent after Tragically Hip performance is also like the most primo spot imaginable.
Yeah, and then we can also say that, you know, Tragically Hip opened for us.
Yeah, exactly. You guys started off making it. I believe right now we have Lana Gay, who's down in the talent tunnel talking to B&L. So we're going to throw to Lana real quick. Hold tight.
Let's go.
We've been here a few days, and we've received so much love and from all our peers and people we've known over the years. It's been really nice.
It's nice to see you all together again.
It feels great, and people are so happy and excited, and like Kevin said, lots of love, and it's a really nice feeling.
Well, we've been interviewing so many people, and everyone's so excited to either be on stage with you, to celebrate you. So it's just wonderful, and we are so grateful to talk to you.
Thanks very much.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your Junos.
Thank you. You too.
With B&L.
Holy crap.
Yeah, that
her
was.
face. She was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, you would be too.
So we've had a couple of games that we've been playing with people. You mentioned Vancouver, and we have a game called Are You a Van Fan?
Okay.
Now, there's also bare naked karaoke if you feel up to the idea of singing a random bare naked lady song with no accompaniment.
Which, why wouldn't you be into that? Because that sounds glorious.
And there's also a game called Buble or Bust, which is trivia about our noble host this evening, Michael Buble. Which of those three options feels the best for you in this moment?
I wouldn't be good at any of them, but let's do. I'd like to see the Vancouver one because I was born and raised here. Let's see how terrible. Let's see how terrible I am.
So this screen down here is going to present a question to us, which will probably be true or false.
Okay.
Okay.
How much do you feel that you know about your hometown, though?
I should know a lot, but we'll see.
We read the questions and we already forgot the answers and got them wrong ourselves. So
okay,
it's
good.
okay. There's zero pressure here.
And Casey Joe's lived here for 8 or 9 years, and you've done okay at this.
I got like one right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's about it. So
Worst case scenario.
We're setting the bar for you, Tyler. Okay.
One. I gotta get one.
Basically zero.
I might be able to do it.
Oh man,
good one.
This is a freestyle. Normally they've been true or false. Name as many celebrities as you can from Vancouver. Okay.
Celebrities?
Hold on. What quantifies a celebrity? Actors.
Well,
okay?
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds.
Okay. Yep.
Tyler Connolly.
Sarah McLachlan is from around here. Brian Adams.
Yeah. Good.
What about Burnaby Joe Sakic? Is he a celebrity? Is a hockey player?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
can we
that's a
start naming
celebrity.
hockey
Let's count that
players.
as
Is that bad?
That's 5. That's 5.
Okay.
Michael J. Fox. Come on.
Michael J. Fox.
I don't know. I'm terrible names.
Okay, so we got to 6. We got
That's
6
not bad.
celebrities.
That's
Let's
not
see
bad.
if 6 celebrities is the right answer. Wait, hold on.
Jason,
That's how this
I
game
should have
goes?
got Pamela Anderson and Jason. I should have probably got Michael Bublé, who was the host.
Ladysmith is not. Yeah, no, that's. But
Burnaby, Vancouver. I'm not really familiar with the layout.
It's a different municipality entirely in city, but that yeah, it's people just group it together. It's
So
all right.
I just want to get. Can we just get actually Jill from the Junos onto the set for a moment? Jill. I need you to answer for this.
Jill.
Come on, we're
Okay,
tag team
so
for you.
I can
David
come over here.
Suzuki,
Can we
by
get
the
the
way,
camera
amazing.
over here for a second?
Legend.
Does
I
this
saw
does this
him.
reach?
Yeah. Okay, go.
Okay, so
Okay,
so
we'll just
I don't know if we
sit
can get one of
here.
these. Okay. Oh no, you're coming over here. Great.
Yes.
Okay, so
She the
Jill.
judge? What is she doing?
This is the gal that makes it all happen. give her some love. You got the mic.
So Jill, I just want to get a sense from you. Was the right answer to this question just naming all of those celebrities? 'Cause I don't know that Tyler stood a chance.
I didn't get all of them.
You did really well.
I should have got Buble.
Yeah, you did.
Should have got
you
Priestley.
didn't get Buble?
I know, man.
That's a bit tough.
Dave Suzuki, though, I mean, he's a legend.
I wouldn't have guessed Margaret Trudeau myself.
Trudeau, I wouldn't have got Douglas Copeland.
Definitely just search this on Wikipedia.
But I should have got Jason Priestley. I should have known that. Come on. Beverly Hills 90210,
So
baby.
you're not upset about because in my mind this was an opportunity to hold Jill to account, but you're mostly beating up yourself.
You're
right
being
now.
really kind.
That's how I am. That's how I roll. I just.
Thank you.
That's very kind. Okay, well, Jill, Tyler, thank you for joining us. Jill from Theory.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you
Great
so
on
much.
drums.
Congratulations on your nomination, Jill. Congratulations on your nomination, Tyler. Awesome, man. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Enjoy the rest of your night.
We will.
Too.
So, I mean,
I don't know.
I
Now
think
what?
now we just
What should we do?
we just party. I think.
Yeah. We have a celebration.
Yeah,
Maybe
man.
these guys here are gonna get some sleep. That's a weird
Cheers.
concept. Slip.
So-
What is that? You're saying slip? Is that it's a word that they don't know right now? And
Yeah.
that's oh, your face. Okay.
Everyone was
I
concerned.
love these guys.
So,
They're so kind.
As we sort of wrap up here, because
Right.
I'm seeing a lot of my own ankle here, and I want to remind everyone that this
there should have been a disclaimer before that some
sock
skin will be
free
shown.
vibe. I had this last night too. Simon's hates a sock. Look at them. Look at how here. And so anyway, this whole aesthetic is care of Simon. So if you
Can I just show you my?
at any point tonight had a problem with my ankles, blame Simon's, our amazing sponsor. See, you got socks. I don't understand why I didn't get any socks. So look, at Simon's has amazing clothes, but apparently no socks.
Canadian company, check them out.
Of course,
they're all
based
across
out of
Canada.
Quebec. Honestly, they had tons of great stuff. We are sort of here to coordinate with this amazing set designed by Des from Karis.
Des, so good. Shout out to Apple Music.
Shout out Apple Music.
Shout out to
CreativeBC.
CreativeBC and SW Event Technology.
Yes, and a reminder, you can listen to tonight's nominees.
Back there.
applemusic.com/Junos. Are we anticipating that we're going to get other people, or do you want us to kind of like what's the vibe? Do people want us to keep vamping?
A little bit more vamping.
So don't go anywhere,
we've talked
because
to
we
some really
might get even more
some
famous
great people tonight. Just thinking, who else could come back here? Maybe Jan Arden? Do you think she's done like doing everything back there? Maybe the Bare Naked Ladies? I mean, Lana just talked to them,
Lana
so they're
talked to
busy.
everybody. It's
Yeah,
fine.
I know.
So we've got Jillian Skeet, Canadian, watching from Barbados. My son Toby is Archspire, and they were nominated. He said they were so honored to be there. So that's amazing. So you've got the mother of a Juno nominee watching from Barbados, which
Amazing.
I love because, as I joked about when I was attempting to communicate telepathically with her, my own mother and father are watching. My father, Ed Robertson, of course, was watching from inside the arena. But my other father, not Ed Robertson, was watching with my actual not Ed Robertson mother from Puerto Escondido, Mexico. So it's always nice when the whole family can kind of get in the mix here.
Let's see what else people are saying online.
Yeah, any other good hot online takes?
This was an epic. Junos from Holly. My favorites were Lights and Arkells. The music was so good. Jesse Reyes on fire. Emoji on fire.
I honestly can't wait to watch these clips. And so a reminder that everything is going to be archived on JUNOTV.ca. So
including your ankles.
Including my ankles. So if you were like, I love these ankles and I want to live inside of these ankles forever, you can.
Okay.
You can, this is... they're not as bad as I thought they were.
Yeah, that's you convincing yourself.
The camera, the camera is very kind to my ankles. So yeah, if you want to watch those, if you want to watch things that are better than that, Jesse Reyes' performance, Daniel Caesar.
This crazy gif of us chanting Buffy,
Yeah,
Buffy. I'm
just
retweeting that for
chanting
sure.
Buffy.
That's awesome.
And of course, we had the Twitter mirror on the red carpet.
Yeah,
so
what was that? Can you explain it to me? I didn't understand. I've never seen that before.
Look guys. I've never understood the Twitter mirror.
What is it?
It's
like you look at yourself.
It's
and
an
read
iPad
tweets?
in a mirror that people take photos of, and then it goes on the socials for the account. To be honest, love Twitter. I think it is, in my mind, the superior social media platform. The Twitter mirror thing.
Okay, let's just wrap
doesn't
that up
make
because
sense.
Lana's got someone cool backstage. Love
Stop
you, but
criticizing
Lana
a
gay.
sponsor.
All day, friends and family, colleagues all over the world texting me, wishing me well. It's an incredible feeling. I'm still getting my head around it because we're the band that makes fun of the band that's being inducted into the Hall of Fame. So now that we're that band, it's weird. I can't get my head around it.
But nothing will change. I mean, nothing stops.
Not at all. No, this is a beautiful little mile marker, We've got a tour of the UK in 2 weeks, and then we're on the road in America in June and July. So this was just a really nice weekend to come hang out with our friends here, and it was nice to play with Steve again. We hadn't even, let alone play, we hadn't been in a room together in 9 years. So it was really fun, really nice moment, great way to celebrate.
Now, what do the Junos mean to you?
The Junos have been the brass ring for my whole life. I grew up a massive Canadian music fan. I was a Rush and Max Webster and Kim Mitchell fan, and I grew up watching the Junos. And the first time I ever went to the Junos, my only goal was to meet the guys in Rush. That's all I cared about. And I got to meet them, and that was such a thrill. And to have Geddy Lee say to me tonight that it's his honor to be here for us, it was a real roller coaster tonight.
Amazing. Well, congratulations. Thanks for taking the time.
Thank you so much.
I also got to meet Geddy Lee tonight, and I lost my mind.
Legend. Guy's a legend.
He just went off to do some fantasy baseball stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest.
Thank you.
It's been
such a fun time on JUNO TV. I can't believe that you're still with me.
Oh, wow.
I know.
eh?
Don't even get me started.
You're going to win one of these one day.
I know. I was just making an Instagram video for Lana because that was really cool to watch her chat with Ed. Yeah.
Which one?
Priorities.
The jerry cans are going to come up, which is
Wonderful.
awesome. Which one do you think sounds more like Stephen Page? It's been.
Well, we
or-
already remember my
It's been.
emoji from yesterday that
Yeah.
cut out at this inopportune
Yeah,
moment.
we should. I'd like to
Should
point
we
out.
cue that up again, just for more public humiliation?
Wait, okay, while it's
Yeah,
getting
they're
queued
saying,
up,
yeah.
I want to tell a little behind the scenes story about that Animoji. So we've been doing those all night. Of course, props to our sponsor, Apple Music. They provided us with these brand new iPhone 10s. They are insanely tight and
Vanity,
sick phones.
vanity, portrait mode, vanity.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yo, portrait mode makes you so.
Going to Lana, so sorry, but she's got
I
Kevin
wanna talk about
Drew
portrait mode.
backstage.
Portrait mode's more important. Let me talk about portrait mode. Let me talk about portrait mode.
I think it's something that doesn't leave you, but my hopes are that we continue doing this together. Because I'd love to keep seeing this continue.
It was beautiful to see you go up there with Pearl and to honor your friend.
Yeah, and that's what it was, and plenty more of Gord to come, and plenty more honoring coming down the future, because he was our king and our friend and our love, and it was a beautiful night.
I know I introduced you as a member of Broken Social Scene. Obviously, you worked with Gord on his last few records, and so I want to say congratulations as well for the wins.
Well, thank you.
Where are you going to put your Junos?
I give them to my parents.
Really?
But then recently, as art and artists become disposable due to social media and everybody getting addicted to their own narcissism,
That's a profound statement.
I started to put my awards back up so I could feel just that little bit different than the croissant that somebody took a photo of and felt so proud of.
We're very proud of you. And
You know what? I'm proud of everybody.
is that what the Junos means to you? Like, what does the Junos mean to you?
I just like how it's everybody mixed up in a blender, and it's all kinds. And this year I felt they really did a wonderful job at getting everybody out there. And it's tough times. It's very judgmental times. It's not easy to pull a show off without, you're obviously always not catering to others or offending people or not doing justice. And I thought in these terms of being judged, in these times, of being judged, they pulled off something that was trying to at least show that they're trying, that we're all trying. So.
Well, it seemed incredibly positive, and everyone getting together. It almost, I joked with Max Marquez, it was like summer camp for musicians, it felt like.
Yeah, summer camp is a healthy memory.
It's a beautiful time. Thank you for taking the time, Kevin.
Thank you. What is this, JUNO TV?
JUNO TV.
Oh, wow. Lovely.
Well, thank you, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Has anybody said top? Look at this top. This is the top. Top. The winner is Lana, ladies and gentlemen.
I thought you were talking about my shirt, but yeah, it's amazing. Yeah. It's amazing. It's great. It's from Simons.
I don't know who Simons is.
They're a company that got their start in Quebec City, and then they've expanded recently outside of Quebec. It's a Canadian family-owned business.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. Who are you wearing? I've never asked that question before in my whole life.
I am wearing my ancestors' history of red right now, but that's all I can say.
Fair enough. On that note, enjoy.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you so much.
It's been. What was I trying? What was I so mad that I wasn't allowed to talk about before that started?
I forget.
Anyone remember? The jerry cans.
The jerry
are here.
cans is what you were so
Subdue
mad
my
about.
rage. What was I mad about, Jill? Oh man, who can even tell
I
anymore?
know. Let's
There's just so
welcome the
much wrong.
jerry cans.
Jerry cans.
Invade us, come
bring it
on,
all.
get in
Bring it
here.
all in. Yes.
Welcome.
Yes.
How are you?
Yes.
We're
great.
Congratulations on your nominations and performing.
More.
You're so
Hold
great.
on.
Come
There's
in.
seats over
Hi.
here. Seats.
How
More.
are you? Welcome.
Can you do me a favor
More
and throw that on the
people.
ground and there's somewhere for you to sit? Yes. More. Sit
Hi.
here.
over here, eh?
Okay.
Yeah, there's room. There's room.
We only have
Everybody,
two mics, so
everybody get in.
you want to
Everybody
share
get in.
here?
Everybody get in.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you?
So, who's gonna say grace?
Grace.
Yeah.
Grace,
Yeah.
Grace, do see your thing in it.
Perfect. How was the performance today? We were stuck in here. We could see it. We couldn't hear the sound. It looked amazing. How did you guys feel up there?
It felt awesome. I was nervous the whole entire rehearsal, and then as soon as I saw the crowd this time around, I was like, yep. Awesome.
Did the crowd change things versus having to just be in rehearsal in this big empty arena?
Great. Yeah.
Yes. It was huge, man. There's like half the population of our entire territory in that stadium. So we were like, it was pretty amazing. It was incredible, yeah.
And then you guys were back out on stage again at the end there with Bare Naked Ladies, right?
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about that experience.
I think we were the only ones there that didn't have $1 million for real.
Well, man, it was...
Not yet.
Not yet.
It was awesome. Bare Naked Ladies were in Connolly in like '93. They were the first like concert that I ever saw, like first live show. So they did a rap on skidooing. They played at Inukshuk High School with Uvagoop Band. It was awesome. To be on stage with them was fucking wicked.
That's awesome, man. So, I mean, it seemed like they're increasingly, as the sort of Junos have gone on. Last year we saw the whole show opened with Tribe and a performance and a land acknowledgement. Tonight we saw Arcade Fire opening with a set of sort of Indigenous musicians as well, sort of backing them. You guys were down sort of representing your territory, representing your homes. Do you think that we've kind of turned a corner in terms of better representation? I mean, I know we're not there yet, but are you feeling that kind of change?
Starting,
Do you feel the turn is happening? I guess.
think it takes more than a few performances at a show once a year, so I think it's got to be a regular thing. I think booking agents need to hire more Indigenous musicians and get them out there. People want to see Indigenous musicians playing and seeing Indigenous language out there. So, yeah, everyone in the industry could do more to have that.
Yeah.
Yes. And do you think that's, I mean, from, I think you guys maybe mentioned this when you were talking with Lana, but from a sort of like Southerner perspective, especially from like a colonial perspective, what are the things that you think like people involved in the music industry can be doing? Is it sort of making sure that there's more representation in those positions of power, making those decisions?
For sure. I think that speaking with Indigenous people is the number one thing you can do if you want to make your event if you want to do your event the proper way, when you want to represent Indigenous people the right way. And it's been great being here and to represent Nunavut, and also preserving our language or culture through music. And we're not the only group that's doing that. And there's so many amazing, talented Indigenous people all over Canada, and they need to be represented. And it's great to see that, like you said, it's turning, but it needs to continue in that direction. And yeah, for sure, it's good to see.
Did you make any new friends here at the Junos in Vancouver? Who are you buddies with now?
Jim Cuddy just gave me the finger.
Nancy played hockey with him.
Yeah, Jim Cuddy's my new buddy.
Nice.
Jacques Claire and his crew, they're
awesome. More hip hop.
We dig hip hop big time. We actually put Kendrick Lamar as one of our influences on our Juno application. So a very important moment for us. But I think, Arcade Fire, I don't know, what the hell? We were fucking hanging out with Arcade Fire. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
What are you guys doing tonight to wrap it up, your Juno celebration?
I don't know, what are you doing? Where's the party?
We are going to have some drinks. We're dancing, we'll sing. We'll have a kitchen sing-along later on tonight, I think. I mean, if we're invited. We've been invited.
You're invited.
I'm going to go anywhere they're going to serve me at this point, I think.
Did you say what?
I'm just going to go anywhere that they'll serve me.
We're going out for dinner, I think, and then we're going to go to a party after party.
Yeah.
After party.
We'll see you at the hotel lobby.
There you go.
Congratulations on your nominations and performing and being incredible humans. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you so much, guys. Yeah. Cheers. Have a great night. We'll see you at the parties. Oh, one pick? Okay.
Wait, can we throw these in there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, make it rain.
What is that stuff?
If you have
tire money?
Perfect, guys.
You want one serious one, or you're good?
No, that's perfect.
No one ever needs serious
one. That's not the right one.
Jerry can't.
Guys, thank you for coming in.
See you out later.
Thank you so much. Cheers.
Thanks.
Yes, thank you so much.
Do we get to keep the money?
Yeah.
Is it? I thought it was Canadian Tire money.
This is your,
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Hi, I never got to shake your hand. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Congrats. Thank you so much for joining us. Oh, hold on. Yeah, we got.
Thank you.
Here's a question. Can I keep one of these?
Thank you. You're awesome.
Do you mind if I keep
See you
one, or do
later.
you want to?
Thank you.
Oh, thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Hold on. Here's the rest of them.
Oh, nice. Thank you. That's awesome.
There we go. Oh my God.
Not real
So-
currency. Okay.
This is
Just
so
like-
sick. Okay, so here we have samples of the money that clearly was falling during the Bare Naked Ladies performance. So $1 million bills from the Bare Naked Ladies from the 47th annual Junos. Beautiful Rocky Mountain vista there, and this is apparently not
Where
real.
do you
though.
think we could
I wonder if
use
I can
this
get
money at?
I wonder if, probably like at. There's got to be one smart bar. You know, there's a bar near my house, best bar in Toronto, called the Done Right Inn. And they accept Canadian Tire money. That's like one of the things that they're known for.
For real?
Yeah. So if there's a smart bar in Vancouver tonight, they will accept these as like legal tender.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, you said each one of these was even worth 10 cents or something. People flooding that bar. So
I have a weird habit of folding pieces of paper into paper cranes. Is it rude if I folded one into a paper crane?
No,
now?
I think that's art.
Would that
Art
be
is
rude?
never
No,
rude.
It's like this is a
It's
souvenir.
not.
Art is never rude.
Art is never rude. Art is only truth. JUNOTV.ca. Getting
Well, what
real.
a treat this has been.
It's
Would you say
been-
this has been a good experience, or what?
I mean, not
It has been
not the
a
way you said
very
it
good
now.
experience, not like the best coast, but
Yeah, no. This has been my favorite year yet. I think.
I wonder if Lana is still backstage and if she's going to be like talking to anyone else.
Yeah, I don't want to get too
They're
deep
done.
into a
Oh,
point.
They're
Oh, they're
She's
done.
off
Lana's
partying
wrapped.
now.
Okay,
yeah,
good.
Yeah.
So Lana's
she
partying.
did such an excellent job.
She was
She's
amazing,
A total
yeah.
pro. Not
So-
feeling the best herself.
Lana Gay,
Just
of
hanging with
course,
all the
has a
cools.
terrible ear infection. She.
That we've exploited all to hell.
Have we talked a lot about her ear infection on the?
No, I
the
think it's because
broadcast?
she put it on social media, and so some people
Oh,
are
so she
concerned
did.
because they care, which is nice.
So
I
yeah, so
understand.
Lana literally can't walk. Like her entire body is rebelling against her. She's got one ear full of cotton.
Mhm. The other ear full of listening to us.
Yeah, the other ear is just full of this nonsense. So poor Lana, bless her heart,
Mhm.
was down there taking one for the team, talking to all the musicians we didn't want to talk to.
That's not
They
true at
said,
all. That's
"Hey,
not
Casey
true.
Jones, do you want to talk to Geddy Lee?" And I said, "No, Geddy Lee's a dick." And they said, "Hey, Sam, do you want to talk to Eric McCormick from Will and Grace?" And I said, "No."
Yeah.
I don't approve of Eric McCormick from Will and Grace. Not interested. And then they said, "Hey, Sam, do you want to talk to Jill from the Junos?" And I said, "Every day."
Yeah.
Because she's so great. So, guys, thank you very much to the Karis team. Thank you very much to SW. Thanks so much to Apple Music.
Thanks to
Simons,
CreativeBC, Simons, everyone watching.
Thank you to you,
Thank
Casey
you,
Jones.
Sam Sutherland.
It's been
Thank
a
you, Lana
pleasure.
Gay. Thank you, Vancouver. Thank you, the Junos.
And all of these performances, all the interview videos, stuff from the red carpet, it's all going to be up on JUNOTV.ca in the coming days. So make sure to watch it, share it. I think there was a lot of really important, speeches, a lot of really important performances, big ideas and big tunes that came out of
Continue
this
those
weekend.
conversations for sure.
So listen to them and share them, and let's engage with each other. Right now, I'm going to go and engage with some beers. JUNO TV, yeah! I'm on fire.